Whoa, look, it's time to go viral. I'm homicidal, I'm killing all my rivals. I'm the man, shit, I put that on the Bible. I Spotify my target, cause you know I got the title. Hey, I'm a Mac 2. I told baby shake that ass like she Apple. She said it's real, so she got my name tattooed. House full, so I hit it in the back room. Whoa, baby said she needed now, peep the urgency. I want a little Kim before she had the surgery. Leg spread on that hardcore poster. She love twerking, she just do it for the coach. Big dog, bull massive. 6 tray Chevrolet, I'm classic. All these niggas mad at me, that's tragic. The main bitch in the bed, that's graphic. Yeah, we about to go viral. Hey, we about to go viral.
We back with another one. Y'all know what's going on by now, man. Shout out to the whole viral gang. Squad is back in the building, man. The big three.
Stand up. Highly favored, highly blessed, VwP podcast.
Man. Kylie, where you been at, man? You been missing in action. They've been begging. They've been begging. They said, we need all 4 of y'all on that John, man.
Mr. Light Skin is back, man. The one y'all love to hate. Come on.
Oh, nah, you know what?
Come on, man.
Kylie wants some of that hate.
Kylie wants some of that hate, cuz.
Jizzy back in the building.
I hate be fueling the nigga. I try to tell y'all.
Hate is my motivation.
Hate is definitely the motivation.
Hopefully Short bring his ass.
Short, come
hopefully
on.
he come up here, man.
And that'd be crazy because we be in the group chat all day. When it's time to pop in the studio, motherfuckers just go silent.
Nigga, 4:45. I knew it. And you know what's crazy? Because today I was gonna say, like, that's why I said something last night. I said something last night first because today I was going to say, man, let us know ahead of time if niggas is going to be slipping or whatever the case it may be. And I had a feeling it was going to happen, and I should have said something, but I'm just like, damn, that's crazy. Yeah,
hey, first of all, let me say shout out to Snoop Dogg for the merch, too, man. It's the Dead Homies merch, you feel me? Super fly, super cripped out. You already know he got it for the Damus, too, so definitely shout out Big SNWP for the merch. You see Messiah had his on yesterday. I had to bust mine out today. I wasn't even gonna bust it out today, but I just really like, damn, I ain't got shit to wear today.
So you just
I ain't even really gonna make no pit stop to go grab nothing.
Shit,
you feel me?
Well, that's a fly little casual throw it on, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah. Shout out to Uncle Snoop.
For the Dead Homies.
Yeah, that's cold. Yeah.
No, that's everybody saying on the Dead Homies, on the Dead Lokes. Yeah, nah, he merchant it and he kept it like with the Crip way. So as far as with the old Pendletons and stuff like that, so he had to keep it. You know, that's Snoop style. And it's crazy. It been like what I think his album was the Doggy Style. Just been out like 30 years or something. That's crazy work. That's been in the game forever.
And still putting in work.
Like a motherfucker.
Bro,
Seeing
his
that
work
grind,
ethic.
seeing that grind behind the scenes is different.
His work ethic is different, bro. To be that age and this is still going crazy. I'm talking about I'm sitting there sleepy and Cuz is just up, just blunt after blunt after blunt. I'm like, hold on, let me do some push-ups. Ain't no way Dog finna just outdo a nigga. Like,
facts, nigga had to power up. Cuz doing, he's smoking unlimited.
He a different breed.
Yeah, nah, that's facts.
yeah,
You know,
Cuz pull the blunts
that
out of
old
thin
school
air.
grind.
Like, Cuz, where he just get another joint from? The fuck? I think Cuz just got a nigga just there rolling them. Like, what the fuck Cuz getting all these joints from? Every time you see Cuz, and he throwing them this long.
Nah, facts.
Like this is a roach to Cuz.
Yeah.
This is a roach to Cuz.
I'll tell you, he throwing the people picking them up like they probably could have collected. He could have had damn near a pound off of Cuz roaches.
Nah, no cap.
How y'all feel about Thanksgiving? We got Thanksgiving coming up.
You know, that's regular, Decker. I ain't even thinking about Thanksgiving. I forgot. I had to ask somebody what day it was.
For me, I only ever look forward to eating.
That's it, huh?
My family, our traditions been died off. I ain't gonna lie. My family don't do nothing. My family don't do a damn thing. Mom stopped cooking years ago. Grandma don't even live in this state. We not connected like that. Cousins don't know them. Our family is super disconnected, super disenfranchised. So we ain't got nothing going on unless we actually get something going on. Because it's crazy. Like 5 years ago, I used to be hosting Friendsgivings, and there used to be like 30 people at the crib. And then slowly, you see people falling off. Like when I moved into my new crib, a lot of people, I just realized, just wanted to see it. They just wanted to show up just to look and see what it was and be a part of it. Because my spots, low-key, they was having motion for a while, especially when I was a bachelor. That was the spot to be. Everybody trying to pull up to viral spots. So, for sure. But once I started grinding, once I stopped drinking, once I stopped doing this and that, you see the fade off.
I just think after kids, you get to a point where it stopped a lot of those things stop mattering. Because a lot of those things you bring together usually is for the kids, like you said, to bring with the family. Like I said, I'm only there really for the mac and cheese. Turkey cool. I got to put a pound of hot sauce, though, because
Turkey
a lot of that stuff don't hit like that no more to me.
It don't. That's the one thing. It's like, how many times can you really eat it? You know exactly what it's gonna taste like. I don't know. I be getting tired of it. I used to too when I would have Thanksgiving. I would eat the leftovers multiple days. Now I'm like that night, maybe the next night for lunch, and then I can't do it no more.
And the way I eat now is not the same. Like you used to just eat unlimited, like
No
or
reason,
go
yeah.
crazy, do whatever. Now, nigga, one plate, like I'm full.
Yeah, I used to
over,
eat
nigga.
leftovers for
Yeah.
a week straight.
Yeah.
No cap.
Yeah.
Breakfast, heating up
Facts.
leftovers.
Nah, for
Come home
real.
from school, lunch, leftovers. Dinner, you knew it was leftovers. Now, like you said, you got one extra day and it's a wrap.
That's it.
And I remember we tried to cook duck one year. That was a fail. We just start trying shit. Fried chicken. We just start
We
doing
had fried
anything.
chicken,
I'll be
nothing,
over
yeah.
the turkey. That should be hella dry. And I know what y'all
That's
gonna
all
say.
I'm
Oh,
saying.
fry your turkey in the peanut oil and
do
all of
We done
that.
done that. It'd be the same.
That's
It'd
your
be the
turkeys
same.
that's dry. Yeah,
Yeah.
nigga,
And my
nigga.
kids got peanut allergy, so can't do that.
It'd be the
Mom's got a
same.
peanut allergy, can't do that. I'll be over it. I think this year, if we do anything, I may just go out. Go to Roof Chris, go to Fleming's, go somewhere, pay them to cook, and just chill, kick my
I
feet
don't think
up.
that's a bad idea. Yeah.
All I want is some mac and cheese. That's one thing I don't get tired of because that's the only time I really eating that type of mac and cheese. So you give me that, I'll be straight. And it's crazy because I don't even eat a lot of cheese, but I will eat that.
And it better be burnt across the top. I ain't gonna cap.
Facts.
Holidays ain't what they is, man.
Yeah, they over with.
It's over with. It's overrated unless you got a huge family that just love that. But me, like I said, holiday, that mean, okay, the kids might be going to the other, got a little freedom, might got to dip up out of state, dip up out the country or something. It just, it depends.
That's fine too.
Moms might want to come house sit, you feel me, spend some time with the grandchildren, even though after that last trip, she probably don't.
Well,
That's probably
they
over
put up the
with.
ringer.
Yeah, that's probably over with. They teenagers now, so she like, what's going on with these Gen Zers? They on some other shit.
No, facts. Mom's ready to put belt to ass.
The new thing is the rage bait. So
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they
old
raised-
school players not playing that.
they
You
not
can't-
playing that. They don't even understand it. You're like, why am I getting these Charlie Kirk memes and all this? Like, these little motherfuckers crazy.
Yeah,
Charlie Kirk got waves in the do-rag MLK speeches and
They
shit.
done put his face on every single person you could think of. I'm telling you.
Ain't it
they doing
crazy how
dirty.
fast he died off though?
And nobody,
Yeah.
they don't even care.
You don't hear nothing. They had an uproar for like
A day. 2
What
days.
what Jada say? They might miss you for 2 or 3 hours. You might get missed,
That was
depending
it.
on how you treat it. Yeah, whatever.
And
But
then old girl came and swept everything from him. Right? The
Mm,
whole
Swept
turning
everything.
point
White-
USA. Yeah.
wasn't she on
Yeah.
stage with another nigga like the next?
Yeah,
few
hugging him,
days?
talking about this is what my husband.
And he
He
was
remind me of
married.
my
He
husband.
remind me of my husband.
What?
That's
Strangely,
crazy.
then she was hugged up on Trump. What you doing?
She used to be a what was it, Miss what that shit is? Miss USA or some shit, or Miss New York, I think, during Trump's sometime back then. So she got connection to him anyway.
Even that, bitch. I don't even want you. I better not remind you of nobody.
Yeah, that's
What is you
crazy.
talking about?
A day after the
Fuck you mean, cover
a
remind
day
you of
after
me.
the
Bitch,
shooting?
I'm a one-on-one.
Exactly.
a day after too, like the very next day, like damn, you remind me of my husband. That's crazy. The husband that just got capped. It's ugly.
And it ain't remind you in a good way. It was remind you like, nigga, I want to be with you.
Hey, ladies, I'm gonna say this too, because I keep seeing y'all with this cheat back energy. I've been seeing this a lot online. I've been seeing this a lot go viral. I've been seeing a lot of y'all praising this cheat back energy. If cheating is wrong, and the guy is cheating is wrong for cheating, why do you cheat back? And why do you think you cheating back is get back at me? That's another cock inserted in you. That's another body on your body count. That's another soul scar added to your soul. I never really understood that.
Nah,
you got another dick inserted in you, and you think that's get back to me. All I'm gonna do is find out, leave your ass where I left you at, and that other nigga, he for sure ain't gonna keep you, and I'm gonna go get a bitch that's 10 times better than you, and you gonna be still
A
stuck.
lot of niggas be wrapped up in the mind games they play though. So that cheat back be having a lot of these niggas sick.
Now the cheat back.
They be the
don't-
niggas with no motion.
You know, yeah,
That's
the cheat back only work for certain ones. They be like, oh, you just mad. Nigga mad for what? Like a nigga didn't care. A nigga go do you. And this what women don't understand when it comes to that. Like they always make the excuse or trying to compare men and women to be the same. If a man goes and fucks a gang of women, regardless, not saying men should just be doing that, but women want the men that get a lot of women. Men do not want the women, and I mean far as a spouse, a wife, or anything in that nature to take you serious that have been ran through by the town.
Men
And
don't
it's
even
cool.
want a daughter that's ran through.
Right. And they don't want neither one. So at the end of the day, for me, it's just like, do you live your life, but live your life in your truth. We don't really be caring. Most times they be like that anyway, and they think niggas don't be knowing.
We know when you got fucked.
No, but not even not even just that you got fucked. Even whether they got get back or they're going after certain people. Most times, if them niggas is knit tight in the circle, they didn't either gave the approval or already sent the nigga your way. Like, yeah, she.
You talking about somebody that like you might know that hit that?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Sometimes they might think that's get back too. Like, oh, I'm gonna go fuck one of
Oh
his
yeah,
homies
but
or
exactly.
do
Like they
certain
already
things
had been
like
put
that.
on game.
Yeah,
I don't
like,
really fuck with her like that.
Homie
Do
might
your
get
thing.
at you, man. Your bitch over here doing what? Oh yeah, go ahead, green light. But it all depends. Everybody don't
The
take.
cut
it that
not
way.
doing that with wifey. I ain't gonna lie.
Who?
A nigga might do that
I'm
with.
not saying that.
Oh,
No,
yeah,
no,
yeah,
not
no,
you.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
saying
Oh, you
a
say you
nigga
speak
gonna
from
get
a white
at you
position?
if he know that's one on your roster. Like, hey, such and such. Yeah, do what you do. I don't think nobody gonna be like, hey, the bitch you was with for 8 years. Hey, man, she try to.
You even ask a nigga that. That's
Exactly.
that's crazy.
Like,
I
fuck
know
what you
some-
doing these past 8 years,
Yeah.
nigga. Now I'm looking at you crazy. That shit out.
You be surprised, but you can't put nothing past these niggas or these bitches, man.
That's a fact.
Now these niggas gonna do it as soon as you go to county jail. It's over.
Yeah, nigga die, nigga, it's over.
He trying to fuck her at the
Literally,
repass.
nigga. Yeah. Right after that, nigga, it's over. So it's just like, nigga, like I said, you just gotta detach from that shit. Don't take it too serious. And you only hurting yourself at the end of the day. You
Yeah.
sick, you trying to get some get back, you're lonely. Go really go heal up and do something else. And maybe you might open up doors for a better man.
Why is dick the healing option for women? Like, it seems like that's the only option today. And I'm gonna tell y'all another thing.
Bring that
If-
over here then. Yeah.
If a woman is on her healing journey and she cut off all her hair, just know she ran through so many dicks. She don't know what else to do but to cut her hair off. I promise you. She done spun on that cock carousel till she was dizzy. She didn't know what else to do. Cut her hair off. I'm telling you, every time. Just watch. And it's always around the mid-30s.
Too many souls.
It's
living
always
in it.
around the mid-30s, about the time they get to playing with tarot cards and rocks and incense and all that crazy shit.
Stay away from them septums. I'm gonna tell y'all that right now. Septums and dreads.
Ah!
It's a,
I mean,
it's a
it's-
dangerous
Septums and
combo.
dreads is
At the-
crazy.
at the end of-
Septums and blue hair.
Yeah,
The blue hair white bitches, they going
dangerous
crazy.
combo. That's like the alt girls.
If you gonna do what you do, that's on you. It's your life. You get one. You live it how you want. But just understand, you see over time and time again, these women that regretted doing that. You might have thought it was fun in the moment, and then later down the line, it's ugly.
Talking
I think
about,
that's-
can I erase my wholeness and all this crazy shit? You see the porn stars wanting all their footage erased because now they want to get married, but they can't. And then they got to move their kids' schools because all their friends is pulling up their mom's OnlyFans. And you bitches' wholeness is literally ruining everything around you, from your kids to your husband, your granny, your sister, your cousin. Your whole family is affected by your wholeness.
Yeah,
don't think
because
cheating-
That's what's going on.
no, but because now you a maniac. And it's not even just your wholeness. You allowing 10, 15 niggas to shoot the club up and then wondering why all these different personalities coming out of you. You done got all this nigga trauma, the next nigga, the last nigga, 10 niggas before that. It's like, it's ugly. You out here acting like why you out here squabbing and fighting niggas in these toxic ass relationships.
Yeah, the
That
only
shit be crazy.
the only real option is just to better yourself. Like that's the only logical real option that I could give anybody. Trying to cheat back, you're just going to end up more shattered and have more pieces to pick up at the end of the day. Have more baggage, and then when you do finally find somebody, you're going to have a laundry list of shit that maybe they might not want to deal with, and now you're back in the same place that you were ultimately because you were just trying to, I guess, fill a void that could have been easily filled if you just loved yourself. So
And you don't really think cheating is wrong. You just want an excuse to do it. That's just plain what it is. A woman that thinks it's really wrong, she gonna leave with her dignity. She gonna leave with her integrity, her self-respect. She gonna get on. She gonna have his chest hurting. She gonna be that diamond in the rough for the next guy
He
who
gonna be
luck up
sick,
and
the
get her.
one that got away.
Then he gonna be sick. But you talking about, well, I'm matching energy. I'm cheating back. Why don't you ever match the energy that's up here? Why is the energy that you hoes, you 304 ass bitches, always only match is down here? Why don't you match the pay all the bills energy? Why don't you match the protect the house energy? Why don't you match the leadership energy? Why don't you y'all don't match nothing that's up here? It's only down here. I be looking at bitches that be saying that shit like, okay, yeah, you
Nah,
just a lifetime.
They say the
jump
same
off.
thing. Oh, who hurt you? Y'all just mad with y'all because we doing what y'all been doing, and it's not the outcome is not going to be the same. For the most part, all a man got to do is get his bread up and he back on. So
yeah, that'll cure a lot.
Hey, y'all seen Mike Epps in the media?
I did. He been saying a lot of shit.
Yeah, so Mike Epps came out and said we should stop celebrating guys coming home from prison. There's nothing to celebrate. He said we don't celebrate people when they go to college, but we celebrate people when they get out of jail. He said if you went to jail, you got out of jail, you're a fucking loser, get your life together, blah, blah, blah. Then he got hella backlash from damn near the whole urban community. Blueface jumped out there because, he just got out of jail, so he has something to say about it. I think less than 48 hours, Mike Epps was back online apologizing and breaking it down. And I'm like, come on, Mike, just stand on business. You meant what you said. A lot of people agree with what you said. Now, should you be celebrated coming out of prison? I think your friends and your family are celebrating you getting your freedom back and them having access to you back. Yeah. We're not celebrating, oh, you went to prison and this and that. Maybe if you're from a hood or something and your rank is getting up, but that's a whole different lifestyle. The average person ain't celebrating you just because you went to prison. I think that's where the confusion is. Your family's happy to have you back, and your friends is happy that you made it back. But realistically, you are a fucking loser at that point in time. When I went to jail, I was a fucking loser. You know why? Because we were playing a game. We was playing cat and mouse, cops and robbers. The second I got locked up, I lost. The cops won, nigga. So I got out a loser and I became a winner. So yeah, you can't get mad because Mike Epps said, yeah, you a fucking loser because you went to jail. Nigga, you are. You're losing out. There's no pussy in there. You ain't getting real money in there. Any power you think you got, it's no power, bro. You're bragging about having a fucking locker full of honey buns and Papa John pizza. Like, get the fuck out of here, nigga. This shit I don't even eat on the street. But that's gold in there. So we really got to reevaluate what we look at as winner shit and loser shit. And Mike Epps, you should have stood on business. You should have said, fuck all you niggas, fuck all you bitches that got something to say. Become successful like I did, period.
Yeah, and then Blueface said, well, if I look at it that way, I should look at it like you being a loser for telling the kid to tell jokes to make it. Like, in that sense. So I understand, and I agree to a certain extent. Like you said, we're not celebrating the person actually because you went to prison. You're celebrating, like you said, the access, being reconnected with your family, being overcoming and persevering in those situations. There's people that go to prison that don't never come home. There's people that go to prison, and I mean not just getting life sentences, that don't make it because they done been butchered at all type of stuff that go on in there. Or people come home, they mind not right, they twist it off the spiggity, and the spiggity is the spice. So I'm just saying in general, it's more of a celebration of being reconnected with your family and trying to get back right into society. So sometimes niggas just be trying to sound too cool because what's understood sometimes don't really even got to be explained in that sense.
Stop saying stuff that you don't mean and you can't stand on. All this apologizing from all these celebrities and grown people. Shut the fuck up if you're not going to stand on what you said. Now, it's one thing to have a lack of information, learn new information, and double back and say I was wrong. It's another thing to cave to public peer pressure.
I don't think he caved all the way. I think he just spoke like he's saying like he should have worded it better to the point like, well, if you went to prison, you coming home and you trying to make a better effort, then yeah, you should be celebrated. But if you going to prison, you just coming home back on the same bullshit, we shouldn't be celebrating that. And I think that was the context he was trying to get people to understand. I don't think he was really actually going all the way back on what he was saying.
I ain't going back at all. As soon as y'all try to press me about something, it's going to be fuck you now.
Yeah, but if you wrong, we talk about it all the time. Ain't nothing
wrong.
Ain't nothing wrong about trying to clear up and give clarity to what he's speaking on.
It wasn't even no clarity to me. It was like, you niggas is losers. Get it together.
I think
that's not what. That's not how he really
niggas be pressed. Nigga ain't no fucking loser. Nigga, get it together, nigga.
I think that piece of the conversation or of the clip was actually a stepping stone for him to talk about what he talked about right after, which was, I've done X, Y, and Z for niggas that have been down, and the one time that I don't, I'm the bad guy. So I kind of took that as more important. I looked at the first part as something he just said because of niggas getting out at this moment. Max B just got out, and that is kind of the thing that's going on. And I think that stirred up some emotion from him. Maybe somebody he knew got out, or a couple people he's known have got out, and he didn't want to do something, or they asked him to do something, and he didn't do it. And then they said he was a bad person or threw mud on his name because after he says, you're a fucking loser, you niggas is in jail, he goes into that spiel of, I've helped niggas, I've done things I'm not supposed to do, meet with guards, and then when I say no, now you niggas, don't fuck with me. So I feel like it was more of a stepping stone or a launch pad to get into that. And he didn't even think that was going to be that big of a deal. But once he had the backlash, he got to go, I feel like, and then over-explain what it was when it wasn't even really that.
Mike Epps been to jail. I think he been to prison. So he got the right to say what he's saying. I can see if he a civilian, never been there. He been there too. So in a sense, he's saying at one time, I was a loser. He let y'all know he used to smoke crack, all type of shit. So the fact that y'all got mad at Cub for speaking the way he's speaking, y'all got to get thicker skin. That's all I'm saying.
Even with that, he brought up college and used that as an example. Don't they have whole graduation ceremonies and stuff?
Or when you leaving college, you coming back to college. Yeah, people get celebrated for that. So
you for sure get celebrated if you in that life. But even with that, people shouldn't be mad. If people want to celebrate people that's coming home, let them do what the fuck they want to do. If you not doing it, then that's cool. And I think that's just the problem. Like you said, people need tougher skin, and if it don't apply, let it fly.
If it don't apply, let it fly. Stop trying to be offended by every damn thing.
Because we see things all the time where we felt like some people should have had the red carpet when they came home. And we see the same type of things we see like when Paid in Full, when we were just talking about Mitch when he came home and how people opened the red carpet for Max B. And I think it should be that way, not just more so allow a nigga to go right back to his ways.
Yeah.
If a nigga is willing to change and progress and level up himself, yes, you should be a stepping stone. You don't just forget about a nigga, because when he was doing everything he was on the streets for you, it was all cool. Then when a nigga go to jail for being the same person, a nigga say fuck him and forget about him. And out of sight, out of mind.
And in my opinion, a lot of times you catch more bees with honey, right, than vinegar. So it's like you can, to a certain degree, tell your homie you need to do better by showing him the life that he could have, or giving him the energy or the affirmations or the gift or whatever it is. Like, hey, we're putting you in a position. We let you know we care about you. We're supporting you. We're celebrating you. We're giving you this. Now you go and you take it to the next level. So I feel like that's a celebration is a great thing to come home to, knowing that, okay, I kind of have some foundation where I could think of some ideas or try some things and kind of have a cushion to fall back on, instead of just being like, if this don't work, then it's back to kicking doors. I don't got no
And
other
this the
option.
crazy part, though. The same ones that was acting offended online, y'all was just trolling Big Meech a week ago. Y'all was just clowning Big Meech a week ago until he just dropped that clip where he was dropping bars about how the online game is now. Y'all was just trolling Meech, calling him a goofy. 50 had y'all calling him a goofy, all type of shit. And Meech held it down, to my knowledge, ain't told on nobody, kept it solid. Now, I know it's some rumors in there, but I ain't seen nothing concrete myself to say he's that. But y'all was just trolling him a week ago.
Yeah, and then we sit here and get to talking about how some people get back into society and they have no outlets or they have no real resources to do anything when they get back. Even by people doing that, putting that life into them, that might be a little spark of hope that they need touching the ground and moving forward. You know what I mean? They come out to that gate with that $200 gate money and nobody there, nigga. You already mad at the world. Probably.
I was happy as hell. I ain't gonna lie. I was happy as hell going to that Greyhound station.
You're going to be happy.
Nobody was there.
That's only going to last for so long, in my opinion. So.
Went and got my hot chips, got my Gatorade, nigga, bought my Greyhound ticket. Was down the Grapevine. Gone, nigga, back into society. Hey, but I want a quick PSA, man. Black women, get in the gym. I don't care the excuse. I don't care the reason. I don't care what you say. Oh, I'm doing this. I'm hiking. No, get your ass in the gym. It's an epidemic in the gym as far as women taking their fitness serious, and I don't see y'all in there. Y'all can tell me, go to the black areas, go here. I don't give a fuck. I don't see y'all. I see niggas there. So evidently it's a black enough area if we in there. Now, of course, we the minority because we the minority out here, period. But I'm not seeing y'all at all. Like, not at all.
We have to stop. We have to stop taking advantage of our genetics too. That's to me the number one thing, because you hear most men that are black that don't go to the gym and most women that don't go to the gym that are black speak about how we are genetically gifted, or I'm naturally thick, or maybe I do have more muscle than the average person. We are just gifted in that way. But it's like a brand new car. When you get it, you have to take care of it and maintain it for it to stay that way over time. So if you don't do that, eventually genetics will give way to the malpractices that you practice within your day-to-day life. So you could be a 2025 Beamer off the lot, and then in 2040 you might depreciated all this value because you didn't take care of yourself. So just because we have it now don't mean we always will. So it's important to maintain that.
And that's the key point right there, I think, because I think a lot of people, when you're younger, you can go through life so much without necessarily working out or even conducting that in your lifestyle where their body still stay maintained just by moving around on a daily life, that you think that this is going to last forever until maybe you reach your 30s or certain ages where you get to a point now, like you said, that the body starts to deteriorate, and you look up, next thing you know, you 300 pounds or whatever the case it may be. So you don't realize it. And I think when people start to get fat, in my opinion, I think they start to notice it or they ignore it, and it just get out of control. And then you overcome it with more food or more bad habits in that sense. And I'm going to just say this too. If y'all need to work out, we could put something together, tap in to Massage Fitness, and we could put something together if y'all need help. Sometimes it only take like a good week or maybe a couple weeks to get your mind consistent on that program. And once you do that, it becomes a lifestyle, in my opinion.
30 days. Takes 30 days for a new thought to be introduced to a brain and turned into a permanent habit. So you just need 30 days of consistency.
I'm going to say give you 2 good weeks. If you could do 2 good weeks, then he's going scientific.
I'm going scientific and I'm going real because people they go for 2-3 weeks. They see a pound or 2 drop. They see an extra little piece of definition and they stop. And then they go gain more pounds than they lost. I've seen it over and over and over and over. And stop working out for the holidays. Stop working out for your birthday. Stop working out for the season. Do it for the lifestyle. Stay ready all year round. So you don't got to go run and get ready. And you don't got to be on Facebook and Instagram talking about how can I lose 45 days in 2 weeks? I got a Miami trip. Bitch, you can't unless you finna go smoke some crystal meth. It's not happening. Get your shit together, man.
And this is the best time right here. Because you know y'all everybody be wanting them summer bodies. You start now, by the time the summer come, you popping out. You know what I mean? It's shirts off. Sun's out, guns out, suns out, buns out, all type of shit. So.
You niggas ain't exempt either. You niggas be on the beach looking like clowns with your shirt on and socks on in the water,
Socks
nigga. Take your ass to Ling Ling up the street. Let her get them cuticles, nigga, because you on the beach in socks. Fuck are you doing?
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie. I just don't like sand.
Nah, I try to hear
like
that.
sand on my feet.
He wanted them sock feet ass niggas.
Sometimes, but
This niggas like that, though.
I will take my shit off, but the sand is like that shit bunk. And I'm a beach boy, but I don't like sand on my feet.
And this the Mr. Grounding and meditating and all that, and I don't like the sand. The fuck is Kev talking about?
But you
crazy.
He said Mr. Grounding on St. Crip. You don't got to ground in the
nigga
sand.
outside hugging squirrels and shit. Fuck is Kev talking about?
This nigga think he a comedian today. Hey, you can ground in the grass though.
Yeah, fuck is Kev.
This nigga be thinking he too cool, be out here looking crazy too though.
Hey. Oh shit!
Talking about,
nigga finally start taking care of his feet. Now he want to talk shit about y'all. Don't let Cub fool you.
Y'all niggas be looking crazy. I'm just saying, you don't want to be that only man on the beach. You got a nigga like me walking by, and you got your shirt on because you scared to show yourself. And your lady got her glasses on, and she watching me walk by.
Yeah, why you care? But why you care if these niggas got their shirts on the beach anyway? Look at fuck this nigga talking about, cuz. Pause. Look at fuck, he worried about that nigga with his shirt on the beach anyway. Hey, take y'all shirts off, nigga. I'm out here with no shirt, nigga. Chest out. God, this shit. Fuck this nigga talking about. Nigga. I ain't even worried about these niggas no shirts on. As long as y'all women got y'all shit on, then do y'all thing.
Oh, look, cuz.
Why y'all ain't exempt. He thought he was cool trying to press the nigga
fire,
right?
right?
Fuck what y'all niggas doing. Gotta worry about the wrong damn things.
And look, we all on the same team, cuz. We team Spartan, nigga. So if you black nigga in the kickoff, you need to be in tip-top shape. You need to be in warrior shape. That's why I'm worried about it.
Go ahead and clean it up.
Yeah, don't let this nigga talk.
Because like Cody said, we got natural genetics, nigga. We don't need all that, nigga.
Yeah, 300, nigga.
Oh
Nah,
shit!
facts.
I don't know, cuz what they doing with the food. I just seen Trump.
Yeah,
Another thing Trump slid in, you feel me? Y'all talking about Trump was God, Trump was this, Trump was the people. Just slid in them forever chemicals in the pesticides that's going to be sprayed on your fruit and your vegetables. If you don't know what a forever chemical is, when you ingest it and you eat it, it's in your body forever. that whatever cancer, whatever, it's forever.
Yeah.
That's what's going on. And then you look at there's a scientific study saying that young people are turning into elders because they're breaking down faster. So that would explain, you see all these athletes getting injured like they never did before. You got young people walking around talking about, I got bad knees, I got bad back, nigga, you 25. Fuck, you got bad knees.
Malnutrition,
Yeah.
a whole bunch of fake shit.
I feel like they've been doing I feel like, my bad, go ahead, Carly.
No.
I feel like they've been doing a lot of this stuff, and then it's even more crazy because most of the stuff be seedless. And then you know this shit fake as hell. And this you out here thinking you trying to eat healthy, but you eating all seedless stuff that really ain't even good for you. So
That's a fact.
I don't know, man.
Make sure you look at that. I tell this every time we talk about it, but look at them stickers on that fruit. 5 numbers. Got to start with a 9. If it don't get it. They getting you. And those might even be fucked up. But supposedly by law, anything that is said to be organic, that actually has to be organic. If something says natural, then that could be murky waters, gray areas. We don't really know what it is. But if it says organic, by law, it's supposed to be organic. So that's just some information to give people when they do go shopping. Don't get, tricked for natural this, because they got a whole bunch of shit that say natural or pure or whatever, and it don't be none of that. So that's how you differentiate.
Is Aldi the organic store?
Aldi.
You saw that clip that's going around saying all the Aldi food is fake?
Oh, yeah. I did see
it's
that.
It's them,
one.
Trader Joe's, like, Trader Joe's is it's really just a snack store if we keep it at 100.
Niggas no here talking like Trader Joe's is high powered.
Cornbread chips and shit. Like, they got all type of shit. Who eat that? Like, niggas is
Mama
crazy.
Michelle go to Trader Joe's. They be talking high power about Trader Joe's. I be talking about food for less. He's like, nigga, we eating that bullshit. Nigga, we go to Trader Joe's.
Hey, the niggas do be having some crazy ass chips.
Nah, they do be having some. And that
What the fuck is this?
You get these crazy ass chips and shit thinking you getting all the healthy shit. And it's crazy because I went to Vines, nigga. I went in there because I be fucking the little tangerines up. Tangerine bigger than an orange. I'm like, nigga, what's wrong with this? The worker just looking at me shaking his head. I'm like, this shit fake as hell. He like, yeah. He basically telling me them ain't no good. I'm like, wow, like that's crazy. Because he's stocking them. I'm like, these fake as hell. He like, yeah, man, he doing some other shit too.
He got inside, he got inside knowledge.
Yeah, for sure. Wild. Man, I'm telling you, and watch them meats that be on sale. They on sale for a reason.
Watch that shit expired today.
Expired next day.
They got 15 minutes to run on and put that shit on the grill.
That's why even nowadays, some people, depending on if you ain't really got a big family or not in your household, a lot of people are starting to just get their food the same day. Like not even keeping it in the house.
Just go to the store.
Yeah, like if I'm gonna cook that night, they going to go get their shit that same day. It's crazy.
Right, because we shop first of the month, and that better last to the 30th of the month.
Right.
Now, maybe a week.
Week and
if
a half.
that.
Yeah, you gotta, it's like.
Oh, bad. You cooking stuff just to cook it, just so it don't go bad.
Facts.
That's crazy.
Health and wealth, man. And what you was talking about before the camera cut on? You said who? You was talking about somebody. You was asking if we knew somebody.
Eddie Murphy?
Nah, not Eddie Murphy.
Eddie Murphy doc?
It was somebody else. I didn't watch the Eddie Murphy doc, but
good doc if y'all haven't.
You definitely got to shed light on that because Eddie Murphy don't get his flowers.
Eddie Murphy, bro, like, cause for me, I'm a little bit younger, so I know him from Haunted Mansion. What is it? Doctor Doolittle or some shit. I know him from like all of those movies. Shrek. I didn't know, and I've seen bits and pieces of Raw and those stand-ups, but just to see how he really was in his time that shit was crazy. And him being one of the first people, like black actors that they were making movies for, and then he was only 19 when he was famous. Like, imagine being Eddie Murphy is really the perfect example. He got a shit ton of money and success at 19 years old, and he really, really never fucked his life up too bad. Like, for real. He never did. He low-key made all the right decisions, kept his head on straight, stayed out of certain situations, and now he don't get talked about enough, but that is a testament to how Hollywood should be done. And this is back in the old Hollywood. This ain't the new Hollywood.
They said Eddie Murphy was walking through them doors.
Oh, no.
Nah, they said he got caught with a trans.
With a dude in the back. I do remember
Hollywood,
that.
Hollywood Boulevard.
They said a few things
out there in West Hollywood. But Eddie Murphy was running through them Spice Girls.
Nah,
and you remember, he got one of the most iconic, epic pictures ever. Nigga eating a steak meal or a pizza meal or pasta on the back of a white bitch in Paris, I think.
Yeah, Eddie Murphy
on a balcony, nigga, with the sun setting. He used the bitch as a table. This table, it was a white bitch. Cuz had a plate on her back, nigga, eating. I said, yeah, Cuz player.
Yeah, nigga for that.
And they breaking down a movie about how, like, you look at Sidney Poitier and how he was kind of like a supporting role to the white actor. Then you start to get to Eddie Murphy, which was really after Richard Pryor. And he was sort of like that main character guy that we had never seen before. So it's just crazy looking back on it. You see him now, you don't really think too much of it. He's so big and mainstream. It's just like, oh, that's Eddie Murphy.
It's regular, but he kicked down the doors
for a lot of
people.
us. Yeah, him,
especially
Whitney Houston, like they kind of put them all together as those people. Michael Jackson, those black celebrities that really kicked down the door for us now, where you see us everywhere. We didn't have that always. So.
Speaking of Michael Jackson, man, y'all see that? This nigga Kid Cudi is out his damn mind.
No, what happened?
Man, this nigga made a tweet. Not now. I'm really starting to believe these niggas just going viral. For one, you want to disrespect the dead. You disrespect the iconic Mike. But he said Michael was the greatest, but he was just music. I'm thinking more than music. I want to be known as one of the greatest because of my range creatively in the arts, music, visual arts, painting, fashion, directing, acting, etc.
What you think Mike was, nigga?
This
nigga's crazy.
This nigga Kid Cudi, I think he's trying to compare that. You could never compare to Mike, for one, bro. Like, to even use him as an example, you're not even up there with Prince. Or none of these niggas.
Everything you've done is off a computer,
And
nigga.
then now we even come see you now, he's even more worse. The only thing a nigga remember this nigga for sure is the pursuit of happiness, and then now he's doing a lot of queer shit. I don't understand nothing else. Painting his nails black and red and pink, putting on dresses. Like, come on, cuz. That's your creative ability he thinking about.
Nigga walk around as a spooky bride. That's
I'm only, exactly.
fucking spooky bride costume. Weird ass
Exactly.
nigga.
Hey, I'm starting to see why Diddy threw that Molotov cocktail through your shit, nigga. I'm starting to see why Diddy hemmed your ass up, nigga. Put your dog in that crate.
Yeah.
Free Diddy,
Yeah.
cuz.
Nigga, only you because Mike ain't here to defend himself. Y'all niggas
Fuck
always trying
wrong
to
with this
attack certain
nigga?
people, cuz. Like,
You not on the
leave
totem
cuz
pole
up out
of
of there.
nothing near Mike. You not even on the totem pole of rap, nigga. Kick back.
You can't even really sing. You can't rap. There's nothing that you can do. I feel like organically that Mike was doing. Like you don't even hold any type of light, feather, nothing of Mike.
it might not never be another celebrity that can
Never.
have
I
people
don't
the
think
way they
so.
was that Michael Jackson was.
Never, nigga.
And that was before social media.
I think that's it. Yeah.
Imagine if social media was alive.
You ain't
Like,
never had a bitch fainting, nigga, catching a motherfucking seizure at a concert to see you in a fucking bride dress. Get the fuck out of here.
that nigga
This nigga
crazy.
Cudi crazy, cuz. Free Diddy. He need another
You said
Molotov
free
cocktail
Diddy.
through
You
his
said
shit.
it's free Diddy. Speaking of that, you see 50 Cent going through with that documentary, so he wasn't
Yeah.
playing.
On Netflix.
You
Hold
see
on, which
that?
one?
They
50
supposed
made a
Yeah.
Netflix series on Diddy.
50 petty as fuck.
supposed to come out.
Is that Crush Your Enemy totally?
Yeah, 50 petty as fuck, cuz. 50 is crazy.
I know
that
Diddy
nigga
itching to
wild.
get out. He like, okay. This
Diddy
gonna
look
be-
like he in there running the feds, cuz. Somebody
He got his
released footage
headphones
on
in,
him.
walking around. He was chilling.
Yeah. Who
Was that-
paid
y'all
for
sure
that
wasn't
footage?
AI? Last time they had that nigga in there. Remember they had that nigga here
On a scooter.
They said Diddy up in there riding the scooter. And he on the yard by himself floating on the scooter.
Yeah,
I'm
that
these
was some
niggas-
bullshit.
I'm like, these niggas crazy. That's
Nah.
wild. I'm just like, damn. Shout out to them though.
You think they should make prison like it is out there? I believe it's Sweden or something like that.
Look
For-
like you in the damn house.
And you get to leave. Like during the day, you
Yeah.
get a pass, you get to go see your family, you get to go handle some errands or whatever. Then you got a curfew, you got to come back to the jail.
Them niggas is not in jail.
I mean, I agree
Them
with it in
niggas is
theory,
not in
but
jail, nigga.
some niggas finna do some shit for sure.
Hey, but I know but you can say that, but they crime rate is damn near to none.
No, I'm saying here.
No,
I'm
I
saying
know.
if you let some niggas out here,
Nigga
from
go
12
slide.
to 8,
Nah, but
something might happen.
But do you think niggas really want to blow that? Because they
True.
you know they gonna come get you.
That's very
and
true.
9 times out of 10, the repercussions is gonna be worse when you blow that. Most niggas ain't gonna blow that because they already going to the halfway houses.
Mm.
They able to last in those. Some people get away, but I think it would change things because if you want somebody to really become out civilized, then yes, you should appropriate them a little bit as if they're preparing to go home. You're not rehabilitating in prison unless you rehabilitating yourself. Outside of that, niggas is coming back worse, nigga. For the
Facts.
most part, you're coming back worse. You're going through most shit, and if you're not dealing with yourself, it's over. You coming back worse, nigga. Why you think niggas is going back so much? Cause niggas can't stop going to jail.
Like you got to think, bro. They could leave, get some pussy, and come back. Who
Mind
want
right
who
again,
want to
yeah.
come program and stab niggas up after they just got some pussy on the
Right.
house?
Or got to blow some weed or something. Got to relax. Like
Got to go play the game with your son or your homies, and you feel me? All I know is they violence rate out there where they got that prison program is down. That's all I'm saying. You look at
Y'all-
the turnover rate, it's down. So they doing something right. We doing something wrong, evidently.
I know people smoke weed in jail and do all types of drugs, but do y'all think they should just let weed be something that's like a legal thing?
I think they should. Half them niggas wouldn't be as mad.
Right.
Half the niggas wouldn't be tripping as much.
I think pussy need to be the most legalist thing in there. I think pussy should be on the menu, like the package quarterly. Like you could order some pussy.
I mean,
These
does it-
bitches is already selling it. And I want to say majority of the violence is due to niggas pent up and they ain't got nowhere else to release that energy, so they transmute it into violence. Just think that the more you on a drought, the madder you get. The more your testosterone is going crazy. And if you ain't got no outlet
Dude,
to
that's why
channel that?
fighters do it. Yeah.
Like, come on, why you think
I
Mike
don't-
Tyson preparing for a fight? Cause you're not fucking nothing.
Yeah, I don't think I get more madder when I'm on a drought. You for sure that energy is built up, but of course you're gonna be madder when you in here with 60 other niggas. For sure, you're
Niggas
gonna
be
be hot.
irritated as a motherfucker, man. Shut your bitch ass up. Cause you breathing loud.
Yeah, nigga in there tripping. They
Nigga-
don't want to hear you snoring, farting,
Yeah,
nothing.
niggas in the cell getting poked up because they farted and couldn't make it to the toilet to flush it.
Don't go to jail, yo. That shit crazy.
No
as
cap.
hell.
Yeah, you better flush that fart, nigga. Ain't finna blitz your stupid ass in here.
Nah, that's facts. That shit crazy though.
That ain't even funny. It really ain't.
No,
It's
I'm
not funny.
telling you,
We
bro.
laughing,
it's
but yeah,
serious. Yeah.
Like,
People
y'all
might
don't-
still think it's a game because people got to make light of their own situations,
Yeah.
but it's serious.
Y'all don't notice, and why can't? Well, I don't know. That's a slippery slope.
You said why can't what?
I was gonna say why prison ain't got stalls, but then that's a slippery slope. Some do, but you can see over the wall at the top, and you can see under the bottom. But them county jails where the toilet is just like this, like at least put a barrier. Well, I don't gotta see this nigga with his fucking pants down,
Treat
sitting right
motherfuckers
next
like
to you.
humans. You feel me? Not.
You're
like
here taking
animals,
a shit,
yeah.
and the sink is here, and somebody brushing their teeth here. Like, come on, cuz. Like, what the fuck is going on? Redesign this shit. The shit is literally degrading. And it's worse if you go to the station downtown. Cause you got to shit under the TV.
There's
They
a-
did that on purpose, nigga. Bro, dead homie. Oh, Jesus. Hey, you see the jacket I got
at
on?
you like this.
Damn.
But it's for most niggas most of them niggas already been in there, so it becomes regular. And this you get desensitized to like the 3rd degree because, like you said, it's sick. But niggas is like,
Bro, they put the toilet out of everywhere in that day room under the TV, and everybody is watching the TV. So when you go shit, you got to sit directly under the TV that everybody watching. And you just sitting there like this. That shit is degrading, bro.
man, nigga ain't gonna shit unless he really got a shit in that motherfucker.
You try to
I'm
hold
trying
it the
think of
best
this,
you can.
Damn, because there was just a documentary that I watched on YouTube. There's a jail in Atlanta. I'll find the name, but I guess like you'll go into some of the cells and the walls are completely black from them like burning shit in there. And I guess like it's super dirty. It's one of the worst jails there. But they were just going through some of the treatment and how, the staff and obviously the prison system just treats motherfuckers like, again, subhuman. I think that's unfair to
I'm
me.
gonna tell you, even on them documentaries, you'll never get the full scope of no
What
jail
it really is.
because they're gonna prep them to be something to make it look a
I'ma
certain
find it
way
for
that
y'all.
they're not. So even thinking about what you see on those documentaries, just think about 10 times worse than that because it's never gonna be like that. They're gonna let the guards, everybody else know people coming and stuff like that. So they're gonna be on their best behavior, like somebody coming to your job and you gotta handle things the right way.
Clayton County Jail, that was the name. So I guess it went viral for being terrible. Like it's really bad in there.
Is that the one where it was flooding in there and the guards just left the prisoners?
I don't think that was in Atlanta. I don't think
I know
so.
that was somewhere down south. They was just stuck in the cells. They
Yeah.
like all the guards left.
I think that was in New Orleans too, right? During Katrina.
Oh yeah, they went up in there, huh? They took over that motherfucker, I think.
That
That
might have
was one
been
of 'em.
that might have been it. Like I think like in LA County Jail, I remember the feds raided the LA County Jail because of the treatment, and nobody was believing the prisoners. So they put a fed in there and they beat the shit out the fed. So that's when they knew, like, okay, the prisoners ain't lying, and they went and swept the whole
Nah, but
county.
they didn't even know they lost the nigga.
Yeah, then they hit him in the
nigga
system.
The nigga got lost in the system. They thought he was just somebody regular. It took them months to find out who he was because he was under some type of alias or something, and they were trying to hide him. And then, like you said, kind of find out it was him that they was whooping. And they take you in them rooms. They can make you disappear if they want to.
Facts. You will disappear, and they will keep your name in the system, but you lost in the system. They don't know where you at. Like, just think, bro. They think J.J. Watt with a baton and a flashlight. That was all the deputies. That was all the sheriffs in there.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Big ass, 6'6", 300-pound, country fed, racist redneck white boys beating the shit out of people in there. Now you go in there, that shit like Disneyland. Motherfuckers like this small, little ass females and shit.
Nah, it's still serious in certain parts. Don't let Cub fool you thinking it's Disneyland. They
I
gonna
mean,
clear
in
niggas,
comparison to
yeah.
that, not the environment with
You
the
talking about the
prisoners.
guards.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the treatment from the guards.
Right.
Like, what the fuck? It's Disneyland, low key. Cause them niggas was no joke. Nigga, you take your your shoulder off that wall, you gonna be sliding down that motherfucker.
Like I told y'all before, if you ain't never felt shame, you will feel the most shame you ever feel in your life, nigga. Taking you through them things with around the tables when you come going to court, getting fucking 2 boiled eggs in a fruit bar. It ain't even a real fruit bar. I can't even explain it. It's like a bread with raisins. and all type of disgusting milk. It's sick. And you going in there, you cracking your ass. They putting flashlights up on you, telling you to re-grip. That's just degrading, nigga. You don't get it right. So
Cough.
yeah, lift up your nuts. Them niggas be gay as hell. Like you just like, this shit is out, nigga.
Moral of the story is Mike Epps was right. Don't go to jail or you lose you fucking loser, nigga.
I got one for y'all. What do y'all think is the top 5 greatest sports movies of all time? I just seen a video of a dude, and the first one they had was Remember the Titans, and then they pretty much they ask you, okay, Remember the Titans or this movie, and he picked Remember the Titans over everything.
It's hard to go off. It's hard for me to go off the bat because I might not remember until. But I know I got Remember the Titans in
I'm
there.
going Coach Carter.
I got Coach Carter in there. That's why I was going to go next. Friday Night Lights.
That's Boobie Johnson, right?
That's Boobie
Yeah.
Miles.
Boobie Miles.
Yeah. Friday Night Lights. What's the other one I like with Jamie Foxx? Any Given Sunday.
Any Given Sunday?
Yeah.
I don't really remember Any Given
Any
Sunday.
Given Sunday.
Like that.
L. Cool J, Jamie.
Yeah, Al Pacino
that
was
was a
in
banger.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good one.
I'm gonna throw a curveball.
What's the other one people like, man, with the fat dude that really went to the NFL? That wasn't like
Blindside.
just a high power. Blindside.
Blindside was great. That was a great
Yeah.
movie.
I'm gonna throw a
That-
curveball. I'm gonna say Little Giants.
Mm.
Did that count?
Yes,
Yeah, it's a
sports
sports
movie. Pop Warner.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm putting Little Giants in there, cuz.
I
And
got
I
that.
damn near,
That's what I'm saying, because that probably wouldn't even have been on the thing.
I damn near want to put Sandlot in there.
Yeah, because we can't count that, but he went pro though.
I
He
Cuz
did,
business,
but-
he
I
went-
damn near
went
want to
pro.
put
But
Sandlot.
are those really like?
That's why I
now
said
think
are
about
they
it. It's like
sports
those are not
movies?
really team. I mean, they're teams, but
Sandlot made me want PF Flyers, cuz.
Fact.
That's all I'm
I for
saying.
sure had PF Flyers. We all had during the jerking era.
Yep.
We had
Yeah,
the
they
had
was.
the creators too. We used to wear the
Creative
creators.
Rex.
Yeah, come on, man.
It was cracking. Damn, greatest of all time.
I got
You
Coach
say
Carter.
Coach Carter?
I might be.
Coach Carter was good.
I
'cause
might be
the impact
biased.
of Coach Carter and the bars he dropped when he
Yeah.
had the.
What's your greatest
when the boy
fear?
found himself?
All of that.
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
Remember the Titans was A1.
That was my next one.
Because with all the racism and stuff going in there, but then you got them
Mm.
baseball movies too. I forget. What is that? Jackie Robinson or
42.
What was the movie? Yeah, it might have been Jackie. It might be Jackie Robinson or one of them. But they was going and the team didn't want to. They wasn't letting them in hotels and stuff like that. You know, he broke through for the sports. Was it Jackie Robinson? Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah, 42. It had to be
Yeah.
42. You got some other ones. You got Glory Road. I don't know if y'all remember that. That's a hoop movie. That one used to go
Oh,
crazy.
Above the rim.
Oh,
Nah,
but
that's
you
what
could do a butter
nah, I
rim.
was finna say
Above
that.
the rim.
That's a great one.
But
You
what-
got what's the one with Denzel and Ray Allen?
Oh, that's He Got Game.
He got game.
That's,
He got
that's,
game.
That
That's
that
what
go
I'm
crazy.
saying. See,
Damn,
so there's so
that's-
many good
It's
ones.
tough.
Damn, that's tough to narrow it down to 5. He got game. Got to be in there.
I got.
But the reason I say sports movies though, because even though He Got Game and those type of movies, like Remember the Titans,
It's a
the,
sport. Yeah.
the whole movie is on the football field, and then you got even Coach Carter. Mostly everything was going on was in the gym, or even though they had the storyline to it, but majority of the movie was about the basketball.
You
stuff.
got that. You like you said, Friday Night Lights. We Are Marshall. You got. It's some other ones, but to me, it's really Coach Carter. Remember the Titans. Friday Night Lights. After that, I might put
He Got Game was a good one. Though.
He Got Game was a good one. I'm trying to think of sports movies for real. What about y'all seen Rudy?
Oh, Rudy was a good
Rudy
one.
was a good one.
I don't remember Rudy
I
like
remember
that.
Rudy.
man.
Rudy was
The
good.
little
Rudy was
nigga.
cold.
I don't
yeah.
remember Rudy like
Rudy
that.
was trying to put up for the little niggas. He ain't got one tackle. Nigga, Rudy. They was going crazy for Rudy.
Rudy was
Them
cool.
niggas, he played for Notre Dame,
Hey,
right?
yeah.
That was his dream to get to Notre Dame.
Yeah.
He been wanting to get there since he was a kid. Rudy was a decent movie.
Do Waterboy count?
Yeah, you count Little Giants, nigga.
Might
You
as
ain't
well.
count Waterboy.
Hey, Lil Giants is classic. I don't give a
Yeah,
fuck what
nah,
nobody
Lil
I
Giants
says.
is
throw
classic.
Gridiron Gang in there.
I forgot about
I fuck with Gridiron Gang. That's one of my
You one of them
favorites.
damn 88s.
Yeah.
What's
Yeah.
what's the one where what's the name? G Baby got smoked. Do
Hardball.
that
Hardball?
Hardball
Yeah.
count?
You can put that in there.
See, because you got the kids sports movies, then you got the serious sports
Adult ones,
movies.
yeah. That's a tough one. You got. I think anything for me after, like I said, Remember the Titans, Coach Carter, and Friday Night Lights, it kind of get everything else is damn near not even truly sports movies.
Yeah, what was they qualifications? Just like, because when I hear you say, or when we say Coach Carter and stuff like that, I think about the impact of certain moments of that movie.
Mhm.
So outside of that, but Little Giants was growing up. That was a good movie. All those movies though, the Little
Those
Giants,
classics.
Stand by Me, and that whole bracket of movies was different.
Definitely. I seen a post on X and somebody said, "Why is Nicolas Cage held at such a high regard. They didn't say that, but the way the post was worded,
They trying to say
I
he a
took
bunk
it as
actor.
that. First of all, shout out Nicolas Cage, cause Long Beach
Long Beach
legend. So
finest.
it ain't
What?
finna be no.
Yo,
Yeah.
that's some right. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
That
to me.
Nicolas
Yeah.
Cage is Long Beach.
Yeah, yeah, it's
Gone in
not-
60 seconds, nigga. Long
Exactly,
Beach got
exactly.
murdered.
It's not finna be no Nicolas Cage slander. But they said, can you name a Nicolas Cage movie without
National
naming,
Treasure?
without naming The Rock, Con Air, or Face Off?
Is he a National
Without-
Treasure?
You said without naming The Rock, Con
Without
Air.
naming The Rock, Con Air, or Face
I
Off.
just named it.
Con
Gone in
Air and
60
Face Off is
seconds.
crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Those
Gone
are
in-
classics.
Them,
Gone in-
them
gone-
three is goated.
Okay, gone in 60 seconds.
Is he in
Gone in 60 Seconds is one.
Let me see. We
Nicolas
talking about the
Cage
same
got
nigga?
movies.
I low key don't remember Gone in 60
Is
Seconds.
he in
Nah,
King
they
of
was
New
still,
York?
They was still,
They're
in the cars,
right?
Yeah, the brother came back. His brother got in the debt.
That's somebody.
Nicolas
else.
Cage got movies.
Because The Rock is a classic. That used to be my favorite movie as a kid. That was one of them, The Rock. Because there's action. As soon as the movie cut on, it's action. From the beginning to the end.
Damn, I ain't gonna lie. It might have to be some Cage slander. this nigga don't really got shit.
You looking at the list,
yeah,
right?
I'm
Nah,
like,
running-
damn.
Yeah, because I was trying to think about it.
Running with the Devil was a decent movie.
I don't remember
never
that.
seen none of these. I ain't gonna lie to you.
He's in like 100 movies, and I couldn't recognize hardly any of them.
Damn.
I said, damn, I got to sit
me
and think
see.
about this one, cuz.
Bad Lieutenant. That was a decent
What's
movie.
Bad Lieutenant? I ain't see that one.
Next. That was a decent
All
movie.
I know him from is National Treasure.
National. See, I didn't watch National
That's
Treasure
it.
like
I
that.
ain't gonna lie. I think it's something
Wind
else.
Talkers.
Yeah, you said Face Off.
Cuz just naming shit.
I'm not. This is it. Nah,
Cuz didn't
for
watch
sure.
none of them
Yeah.
fucking movies.
I did, nigga.
Yeah.
That was the army movie he was in.
Cause you think like Mel Gibson, Nicolas Cage, then you really shouldn't think. I really only know Nick from them three movies
He
for
not
real.
up there. They
But
gonna have to
I mean, that-
reevaluate that one.
I
'Cause it ain't
mean,
really
who
nothing.
said who? But what was the real question? Because y'all didn't compare him to nobody. Because even you name Mel Gibson and them. How many movies y'all naming with Mel Gibson right now off the head?
Braveheart.
Braveheart, that's it.
No, without
Oh,
Braveheart.
no. He had the other one.
Damn, that might
All,
be
all
it.
I remember with Mel Gibson is a pack of niggas. I
That might
can't
be
remember
it.
nothing.
That's all I'm saying. See,
All
y'all
I remember is
saying
a pack
things-
of niggas.
So it's like y'all niggas be saying shit about people, and then niggas can't name no Mel Gibson, none of these niggas. The main niggas we know is the Robert De Niro's, nigga, the Al Pacinos and stuff like that. The rest of these niggas, they just
Now, Mel Gibson, he had the movie with
No,
Danny
Mel Gibson-
Glover. With
I'm
Danny
not
Glover.
saying Mel Gibson got a lot of good movies.
I just watched Casino again the other night. I be watching that shit from time to time.
Fire.
That ain't Mel Gibson.
Nah, but it's crazy that we'll never the mob movie era is over with. Like we'll never get a
Get
good
actors like that
we'll
again.
never get that good storyline mob stories ever again. I was thinking about that like, damn, bro. That's low key terrible. The last one they
And
just
y'all
did.
don't even remember. Go ahead. my
Nah,
bad.
Robert De Niro, he played two people. I forget who it is.
Yeah, that's the movie I talked about on that. It's a new
Oh
one.
yeah, yeah, it's a new one.
He kind of old. I didn't really like it like
He was
that.
one
but
of
played
the
two
bosses
people.
that took over. I forget who capped him. I think
That movie just
Sammy
came out
the
like
Bull- I
last
think
year or
Sammy
something
the
like
Bull
that,
killed
didn't
him.
it?
Yeah.
Why do you think we won't get any more? You think it's just because the mob is not as active publicly as they used to be? Always in the papers.
the actors, you have to think about it. They had, even though they were Italian American, they still were able to look at their parents probably and their parents' and take some of that and put it into their everyday talk.
And
You got to think about them communities too back then. Like everybody's communities was more tight knit. It was more who was in the community is what you saw. It wasn't some gentrified sprout. So if you lived in an area where it was Italians, you went to the store with the Italians in there, or the pizza shop, or the sandwich shop. And so I feel like those actors were able to pick up on that culture because that's where they lived in. Whereas now you might got Italian actors who, again, a generation later, parents are less Italian because of just, assimilating to American ideals
And-
where they're not gonna be able to play.
And you got to.
You know what I mean? Fucking
Tony
Vito,
Montana.
a Vito Corleone.
I think a lot of that for sure is great points, and I think just the way they go about making movies. I don't think they care to make movies the way they used to. You got to think about the producers and those type of people back in the days. Like even when we got the Boys in the Hood type movies, you're not getting those no more. They use real gang members in those movies.
Yeah.
Use real Italians in these movies, and that type of stuff it can't be reciprocated again. But what's even more crazy, like people don't know that Al Pacino, Robert De Niro, they went to the same schools, the same things, and you see how prominent them type of actors are. So I think a lot of that is different with all this AI technology. People they getting lazy when they make movies. They're not making them the same way.
Didn't Al Pacino go to Poly?
Cuz saying anything.
Everybody from Long Beach. He said Al Pacino, this nigga
Did Al
crazy.
Pacino go to Poly?
We for sure got hella prominent people out the beach though.
Yeah, you be shocked how many people
Yeah,
is from
dude.
Long Beach. Shout out to Sublime. But what you
Yeah, that's
think?
crazy too. I ain't
So
gonna lie.
why do you think they don't outsource Italians to play like the Italian mob, how they outsource people from the UK to play LA gangbangers on Snowfall.
Yeah, but what I think is even
Go
with
to the
that,
UK and get an Al Pacino.
even with that, I seen a producer the other day that was talking about he had never made no movies or nothing. They told him like, go study The Godfather. If you want to start making movies, study these type of things. And now we're not like in my opinion, we're not getting that. The movies right now, to me, seems like nothing. Like we was wanting to go to movies every week. It was a new movie. Movies is packed. Now you just like they trying to give you a million deals on the movie theaters now.
And they're not putting messages in the movies. They're not putting no bars. They're not putting no jewels like you just named. It was messages in the movie. Like you said, they went and put messages in Boys in the Hood talking about gentrification before we knew what that even was.
Right.
Way back then. You watch the movies now, bunch of CGI, bunch of stupid shit.
Yeah.
Sprinkle some LGBT shit, you got a movie. Like, what the fuck is going on?
Even like in Heat. That Heat, one of my favorite movies. And that classic scene of them when they met inside the
diner?
Yeah, in the diner. That's one of my favorite parts of the movies. But like you said, the messages. Godfather had plenty of jewels that people can use in real life. Like
the Bronx Tale.
Yeah, Bronx Tale.
Taught you how to date a female.
Yeah, for real.
For real.
What to expect, like what you're supposed to do. Oh, for
even
real
Sonny being the way he was, gave him game. Even told Cud, like, why the fuck you even give about these sports niggas? That's how niggas need to be thinking now. Remember?
For real.
He said,
Glazing these niggas.
he said, why you even care? He said, that nigga make $100,000 a year. He said, you think he give a fuck about you type shit? Like,
Even
so
the
why you give a
relationship
fuck
he
about
had,
him?
even the relationship he had with his pops, like that whole, as he got older, he saw kind of more of
Why his pops was the way he was.
the way he was. Like, okay, I get it now. So we don't got that no more for sure.
Man, because I just went to see the Sensu. I think it's called Sensu. The white army vet. They wind up slaughtering his family. Then he went on to slaughter like 300 people. Came a legend. The first one was fire. It was fire. Part 2, they demolished it. I don't know what they did. It was no storyline. It was no plot. It was just senseless from go to finish. He's just doing these unbelievable things. A tank is flipping and land. I'm like, come on, cuz.
And
they fucked the whole movie
and
up.
it's not even just, when you pay attention, it's not even just, it's across the board. Like you said, the mob movies, we'll never get them again. We're not getting no more Boys in the Hood. We're not getting no more Paid in Fools. We're not getting no more Men's Societies. Even when I think about Westerns, like Tombstone. I don't know if y'all know that movie. That's one of my favorite movies from back then. But you're not getting those type of movies no more, in my opinion. Even what's the name? They fucked off.
Even the horror movies, we're not getting them.
Right. But what's the dude name, man? I thought they was gonna make a great movie and destroyed his image. Napoleon.
Killed him, had him looking like a cuck.
Straight goofy.
Straight clown.
Did him dirty.
I heard the new Predator is fire, though. I got to go see that.
I want to see that bad.
Rotten Tomatoes gave it a 9.5.
I could not.
And they said they was sprinkling some info about the Anunnakis in there. They low-key said Predator, low-key black. Nigga, look at Cuz. Cuz got dreads, dark skin, all kind of shit. So I got to go tap into that. My son went to go see it. And
I heard good
he
things
said it was
about it,
fire.
too. I've been hearing good things about it.
He said it was fire. I'm not going to lie. I got to definitely tap into that.
I see what's up, but I really don't care about Predator like that. None of these movies, it's over, cuz we're not getting no Halloweens. You ain't getting no more Jasons and all these.
Freddy fucked him up.
Destroying.
Chucky, they turned Cuz gay.
Yeah.
Then try to make him to 1,030 Chuckies to made it to a TV show or some shit series. Like they just did everybody wrong. Like the movie game is ugly. A lot of things is ugly, but
you spoke on the Cowboys. You saw I forget who's behind it. Pardon me. I should have wrote this down because I did want to cover this topic. But they're going back and revisiting the history of Cowboys and how Cowboys came from blacks, about how black people were the first Cowboys, about how John Wayne and all these stories, they were black because the phrase cowboy was a derogatory term because they called black men boys to lessen them. So if you was a white, I think if he was a white man, they'll call you a cow handler or something, like a respectable name. And hey, cowboy, go get that cowboy. Like, but then we made it cool. And then they took that image, they whitewashed it, even with the Marlboro Man, how they talked about how they needed an American figure to identify with America. So they sold the white cowboy, but really that was us. So the whole history of cowboys is blacks. So all the Tombstone and everything that you love, that's us. They just stole the image. I'll be your Huckleberry, all that. That's us. Then you got to think, what music goes with cowboys? Country. Right. We invented that. So the whole history of black cowboys in America has been erased. Even one of my favorite shows, Yellowstone, there ain't a nigga in there.
Nah, that's fair.
And that's us. So shout out to The creators of that, they even went to Compton because Compton's a farm city. But a lot of people don't know that. Nigga, they still ride horses out there.
Yeah,
They cripping and
cowboys.
riding horses out there. So they was out there showing that.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go down that rabbit hole and look at that. Do some homework on that. But that's just crazy. It's just the way the world is transcended now. It's like, where the fuck is the earth going? Where the times we living in right now is
Why do you?
it's not all bad. I don't think it's not all bad, but it's just not all good either. I just think a lot of the consciousness shift is changing of the world. I should say that.
We've had our hands in the creation of so many things. Specifically, when we talk about music, right? Rock and roll, country. Why do you think in today's time, and even in the last however many years, you don't see as many blacks wanting to listen to country or wanting to be country artists? Now, I know that there's country artists and black people who listen to country, but commonly when you talk about country, that's white people shit. When you talk about rock and roll, like even though we had our hand in the creation of it, in today's time and even in the last however many years, when we talk about it, we say it's some white people shit, right? Even though if you really know, like Bad Brains, for instance, that's an all black punk band. But a lot of us assume these things are white people shit. What do you think happened that made us go from, hey, this is what we do, we can do it all, to us only seeing ourselves really doing these only kind of genres of music?
Image.
Yeah, exactly.
The image, like I just said, it's not to cut you off.
Go ahead.
Everything they showed you was them doing what we created. And they erased us out the equation. You never saw yourself doing it, so you never identify with it. That's why controlling your image is so important. That's why having representation is so important, because that's how you identify with it. And that's what makes you even want to do it in the first place. Not to mention, we in the inner city. We don't grow up seeing country nothing. But imagine we had a Shabuzi or one of these cool swagged out niggas doing country when we was kids, and they making it sound good and making it look cool. Then you got a whole bunch of kids who may want to imitate that, but you turn on the TV and all you see is coke.
Put us in
You know what I'm
box,
saying?
Yeah, because even and then when you see us doing certain things, when you jump in those spaces, look how they tried to crucify Beyonce.
Very true.
immediately.
Made a whole new category for her.
Yeah, and then you think more people, Beyonce, they probably like, yeah, Beyonce can do that, but do I want to go through that flack? Do I want to go through that criticism? Do I want to deal with all that? And then you seen the dudes that made that banger. Remember they made the Crip country song.
Oh yeah,
That came through for a little trend. So it's like you get a lot of different things. We can spark in it, but I think more so it's the belief that people looking at it, that's not an outlet. You know, most people look at the same thing. You playing sports, you rapping, doing this. That's where you make it at, nigga. Go entertain them white people, nigga. That's how you gonna get there. Outside of that, what do you think most people growing up in urban neighborhoods really want to be? They don't want to be nothing else. They don't think they could be nothing else. You go like we were just talking about in the last episode, you seeing all these the Filipinos and everything else. You think they want to really go be doctors? They might want to be, but you might be the only person on your block that wants to do that. And now you're looking at it as far-fetched. So, like he said, if we're not being pushed to the forefront or they're erasing history and reprogramming us, yes, you're not going to.
Oh, we know. Yeah.
We're not going to gravitate to that. Naturally, we can do it. But I just think most people are not going to jump in that lane because the obstacles you're going to have to face when they're in control of everything.
That's deep for real. Because that's just something that I think about often, because we did create those things. And I know, we do listen to those types of music, but a lot of times when you hear it, we look at it like it's not even ours.
Bro,
So
if
it's
you
just-
even nah, my bad.
No,
Go
you
ahead.
good.
Nah, because I was going to say, and I'm not even going to get too deep on this, and this ain't no shot or nothing, but when you think of Jesus Christ, what do you, if you close your eyes, what is the mental picture going to look like to you?
Yeah, that white man with a long blonde hair or whatever they got
Right.
on, which we know ain't real.
But we have to learn this to understand this. But just imagine this from a youth to coming up, and this is all you knew.
it's because they control the image.
Yeah,
No,
programming.
but this is my point I'm getting at. So it's no different with everything else they've done. And even when you get the context of the Bible and the hair of wool and everything else that they break down of it, or like what's the thing? What is that in the pyramids or something where they knocking off the noses and stuff?
While the nose is
The,
going, yeah.
Yeah, you got the black
Alexander the
images.
Great.
Yeah, exactly. Those certain people that, or maybe darker skin, and you want us to believe it's something different. So
That's why people who say, "Oh, color don't matter," that's a dangerous narrative. That's dangerous rhetoric to run, because you got to think, if it don't matter, why'd you change it? That's my question to everybody who say, "Well, even if it is true, why does that matter?" It mattered enough to change it, so it gotta matter, because you knew when you found this artifact or you found this information what these people look like, who they were, who created it. But you went out of your way to change that. So why did it matter enough to change it? Because you wanted to you wanted to own the image of that, because you know what comes along with owning images. You own the actions of people. You keep showing them images, that gets computed in their brain. Like he said, you say Jesus Christ, close your eyes, you see the white man on the fucking candle. You walk in the church, you in an all-black church, Jesus Christ on the fucking pane glass windows is white. Long hair. You go to your granny house, white Jesus. Like, come on, bro. Shout out to Putin. He let y'all know. Nah, here it go right here. Boom, this Jesus. Black. Disciples, black. All this shit black.
Bruh.
They over here finessing y'all.
What's the thing? Is that the Eiffel Tower? No, what's the
Statue of Liberty. They stole that.
Yeah.
The original was black, a black woman. And then you look at that. I heard the Statue of Liberty. It's a fucking trans.
Damn.
Yeah, that's even deeper.
Go
Yeah,
go pull up a picture of the Statue of Liberty. Zoom in on the face.
Hold on.
You talking about the new one?
The one that they got up in New York.
Because Italy was showing out for us.
Yeah, shout out to Italy.
Italy was showing out. They was dragging a black one down the street.
Oh, insane. I think it was a gift from Brazil or something like, or Panama, or one of them spots. Excuse me for not knowing exactly, but it was a gift. They took it, and then I'm looking. They going, man, that's low key a trans man.
This ain't about making it a race thing. It's just about, like you just said, what's the point of taking something away from it or not? Because some people, this might be 0.001% that see people past the color of your skin. Because if that wasn't the case, then Martin Luther King wouldn't have been preaching the way he was preaching. Judge me for my character and all that stuff. So we understand what's really going on, but understand your greatness. That's the main key.
You see? Tell me I'm not
So
tripping.
he looked up some.
Tell me I'm not tripping.
Crazy. They trying to say this is what she looked like, but then when you really look here, it's like that might be a dude.
That's all I'm saying, bro. You zoom in, you like, hold on, cuz this look like Chad, nigga. Fuck going on?
Chad Musket.
Yeah, what's really going on, bro? Because this trans thing, it go deep. All I'm saying, look in history.
Yeah, that's ugly.
Hey, I'm gonna say this though. Focus on the journey, not the destination. Focus on the journey, not the destination.
Awesome.
Life ain't about the destination. It's about the journey. Too many times we put too much focus on destinations. If I get $1,000 more, I'll be happy. If I lose 10 more pounds, I'll be happy. If I finally get this vacation, I'll be happy. Then you get there and that void is still there. Now you're planning the next vacation. Now you need to lose 10 more pounds. Now you need $1,000 more. What you fail to realize is life is the journey. And stop asking for life to remove all your problems. That's a part of the journey. The ups, the downs, that's a part of the story. Imagine if life removed every single one of your problems. What would your life be? You went out the door and you already knew what to expect for the rest of your life. Really, I know it's gonna sound crazy, but really think about it. If you knew what to expect, not only that, say I handed you a book and I said, read this book. Would you go to the very last page, the very last line of the book, read that, close it, and said you read the book? You would have no idea what the book was about.
Some people do that. They just read the back of that motherfucker.
Right. Why? Because you need to know the plots. You need to know the characters. You need to know who they're related to. You need to know why they did what they did. You need all the intricate details of every page of the book for it to make sense when you get to that last page or that last line. Let's say you turn a song on, your favorite song. What's your favorite part of your song? You like the whole song from beginning to end. That's why it's your favorite song. Nobody turns their favorite song on, goes to the last 10 seconds of the song, plays it, and go, yeah, I just listened to my favorite song. No, you want to hear the high notes. You want to hear the low notes. You want to hear the chords. You want to hear the lyrics. That's life. From beginning to end. That's the beauty of it. When the song cut off, you mad. You like, damn, let me play this motherfucker again.
Yeah, some people get stuck in them zones where like they feel like that them hard times ain't gonna end. But I agree with you. The journey is everything. It's not about the destination. Because once you get to the destination, it's over. Because now you got to continue on to the next journey. But you actually are living your dream when you start to live on purpose. And living on purpose is what you decide to do and what you want to achieve and the things that you're going through. Like you said, it's no different. And them is great examples of opening the book and understanding that these things don't necessarily last forever, but it's part of the process. And part of the process is the person you become. So the person you're becoming is then, once those gates open, everything that you went through made you who you was. And then now, once the fruits of your labor come, you'll know how to handle that or even be ready for that. Because a lot of people, this is damn near preparing you. The things that we doing every day, this is prepping us to when that one day it hit, and then it be like, damn, it was overnight. Them niggas is a whole staple, a brand like this, and then you don't understand. But it's like the process. We watch them niggas every day, drop episode after episode, and getting better at it. It's like perfecting your craft in a sense. So, because it's like right now, we see rappers now. Do you think they don't reminisce on that journey? When they was at the highlights or the things they was in the booth for certain people or doing certain music, like you said, and now they're at a point where they wish they probably can run through that again. Because you're never gonna be the age you are. You're never gonna be this young again. So you better enjoy it while it's good.
And definitely go ahead.
And a lot of times you look back on them hard times, and those will be days that you'll go back and those were good days. Some of them. You'll realize though that some of them times where you didn't have shit, or you only could go here, or you could only buy this, that maybe you were at your happiness, or maybe there was something in those times that you did appreciate. So I think you have to understand that you'll get to a point where you are able to look back on that, and when you're able to understand that, you're able to treat the present a little bit differently. Like and instead of being like, damn, this is fucked up, why is it happening to me? Understanding that it's a part of your story changes the way you look at it, which changes how you react to it. And to me, that's how you get out of those situations.
And
What
understand.
they say it's not happening to you, it's happening for you.
Yeah.
So everything is basically just is lining up in a sense to make your situation better, even out of a fucked up situation. Even though that's hard to have that mindset while you're going through it. But then later down the line, it's been so many times I know we all can look back on and be like, damn, now I understand why I went through that. Now I understand why I went through that hardship of this breakup, because now I know how to deal with this in the next time. Or it molds you. In my opinion, I think it burns out the bullshit. Like it's making your soul or your spirit better. So when you learn those lessons, you'll be able to be more equipped in the future for yourself.
Yeah, life is a journey. That's all I'm trying to get you to understand. Enjoy every moment of it. Like I said last episode, weekends are for the poor. Stop planning for the weekend and live during the week. And then also live when the weekend comes. Same with people. Oh, I got this job. In 40 years, I can retire. You just chalked up 40 years of your life to plan for the last 20 years of your life. Like, really just think about that. You got to switch your mindset and stop trying to control everything. That's where most people misery come from. They get in a relationship. They try to control the other person. You have kids. You try to control every single thing that they do. You go to work. You're trying to control your coworkers. Control the controllables. You don't even control yourself if you really think about it. Really think about it. Your hair grows. Why? It just grows naturally. Your eyes. You have eyesight. You can see. You don't control your eyesight. You can just see. You don't know how your retinas work, none of that, but you can see. Your heart pumps. It beats without you even consciously thinking about it. You don't control that. Your blood flows. You don't control that. You don't control anything. You are here just living the experience. So why do you think you can control the outside world or your spouse? No, you're here enjoying the experience with your spouse, but they could realistically go do whatever they want to do. That's where the faith come in at. Really just think like water. Life is like water. The more you try to squeeze and control, the less control you realize you have. You scoop water out the ocean. You probably can keep some of that in your hand. Now ball into a fish, that shit gone. Same thing with people. The more you try to squeeze, the less control you got. So the more you realize that, you're like, man, I'm gonna just sit back and just enjoy the ride. Your life would be less turmoil, less stress, because you ain't controlling them regardless. Ladies, stay the fuck out the phone. If he want to go fuck a bitch, he's doing it anyway. Fellas, stay out of her phone. She want to go suck a dick in the parking lot of Sprouts or whatever, she gonna do it anyway.
And you get what you're looking for. So in any situation in life, whatever it is, whether it's relationships, your job, whatever, you get what you're looking for. So if your focus is on the negativity or what you can't do or what bad is going to happen, then that's what you're going to find. Whereas if you change it to positivity, promotions, better health, better mentality, whatever it is, better relationships, that's what you'll find. So you always get what you're looking for, even if you think you're not looking for that. And so that's a big part of being tapped into your inner self, so you can be self-aware and understand, I'm attracting these things. This is actually what I'm looking for. When you can realize that, oh shit, maybe some of the things I'm looking for is negative. Let me switch it up. Things can be better.
Yeah, when you around me, if you fucking with me like that, you under my control when you around me. But and now don't misconstrue this.
You under my guidance.
This is to limits. I'm not a control freak, but you got to be able to listen too. You gotta have some type of, like he said, some type of self-control.
Coachability,
But yeah, you gotta have some coachability. But I do get that for sure. You're not in control, because even if you think about it, when you get a cut or something, like, who's healing that? Cause like that motherfucker just heal on his own.
And that's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
you don't even control yourself.
The functions is already going. So you have to have some type of entitlement to understand there is a higher power. Like, there's no way that bones and everything else in the body is coming back together without you doing nothing but just sitting back and healing. And being able to do that. You could down there turn into a creative player. Like you said, get in the gym, you can wake up and be like, I'm finna add this to my chest, my arms, like, and then go crazy.
You put your sliders up.
Exactly.
You go out there, get your money up,
get
you get your
wind
cars.
up, nigga. I get to run a little bit, my oxygen up, nigga. And now, that's probably a lot of y'all problems, cause no stamina, cause you ain't gonna better blow no back out. Get in the gym.
Turn your sliders up.
Exactly.
Because really think about it. You don't control your thoughts. They just happen. If you think you control your thoughts, I want you to think positive thoughts for the next week. Don't think one negative thought, because you control them, right? Get back to me and see how that works.
No, but you have to train yourself to control your thoughts. I'm gonna combat that a little bit. I think
no, you don't control them. You pick them.
No, you start to you be the master of your own mind. But then now where they come from, I get what you're saying like that. But you can control and choose not to think certain things.
No, you can't control what you think. The thoughts is gonna come regardless. You control how you react to the thought. So you got a good thought, you got a bad thought, but I'm gonna focus on the good thoughts that's popping up in my head.
No,
but you cannot literally just control what you think. Listen, even if you
fight,
think,
you fight.
That's interesting.
If you fight darkness with light, if I'm thinking negative, I can choose to not do that. I can choose to scream in my head, or I can choose to just remain calm and be cool. You can choose to pick a thought. Now, how you stay consistent of doing that, that's a different thing.
That's what I said. Pick a thought. Because look, even you thinking you can control your thoughts, that's just another thought.
No, but I'm controlling it. Now I'm choosing to throw this out like a...
No, but that's a thought.
That's like me changing the channel. Now, I get what you're saying. I can't control where they come from, but I can control how I'm thinking about somebody. I can choose to think negatively about you if I want to, or I can choose to think positively about you.
But you're picking that thought.
But I'm controlling it now.
No, erase all negative thoughts about that person.
I erase every thought now.
No, you can't. If you look at a person, naturally, you start to scan them. Look at this nigga crazy. You're gonna. You're gonna.
Hey, my mind is clear.
You know what I'm saying?
If y'all see this, he got to meditate a little more for he understand what I'm saying.
He not. Look,
he ain't grounded enough. He talking about me on his sin shit. He needs to go to the beach and take
your socks off at the beach, nigga. Look, even your emotions. You don't control your emotions. You control how you react to them. You can't control being happy. You can't control being sad, being mad. They just happen in a split second. But you can control how you react to them.
But your thoughts let you know. Most time you feel a way is because you think in a certain way. If like you said, if people in relationships, if you didn't get jealous or if you didn't care that, like a woman that allows her man to go do different things, she's gonna be enraged, she's gonna be this. But a woman that's into other women and with you, what type of thoughts you think she's gonna have? You think her feelings is gonna be negative towards you, or is she gonna have good thoughts?
Look, think about an infant. Think about an infant. Think about an infant in preschool, pre-K. They're jealous already before they know what jealousy is.
Are they already taught that?
No, they're not taught nothing. You get a 1-year-old a toy, another 1-year-old come to play with it. After this 1-year-old put it down, what they do? Run back, push them, take the toy back. Nobody taught them that.
I don't know. I gotta see that.
No, nobody taught him that. This ain't no experiment. Any parent that got kids, it'll be a kid in diapers, not even playing with the toy. But the fact they'll see another kid come pick that toy up, now they mad and upset.
Are they thinking or are they moving off instinct?
That's what I'm saying. You don't control it. It's just there. Nobody taught them what jealousy was.
That might not even be just me thinking because I see that. It's just more of an instinct you reacting.
You proving my point. It's just happening.
No, but
they're still consciously choosing.
Yeah, y'all
I'm finna go react
because you're saying you don't control it, but it just comes to your mind. But he's saying that's true to a certain degree, but you're still choosing what to follow through with at that point.
When you focus on trying to figure out a problem, you're choosing the thoughts to help figure out that problem. When you're doing a math problem, you're choosing the thoughts to think of how many numbers X 4 plus 4, or you're counting 1, 2, 3, 4. You're choosing that thought to count. You're choosing to still think certain things. I get what you're saying. We both almost saying the same thing.
No, you can
different
think,
perspectives.
but you don't have control over your thoughts that's coming to you.
So how do we get on here all the time and tell people to control their mind?
Control what you react to is what I'm saying. I'm saying whatever you think, you wake up in the morning. Matter of fact, let's say fuck waking up in the morning, you're asleep. Your mind is still working. Your mind don't just shut down because you sleep. So who controlling your thoughts in your mind? I mean, in your sleep, subconsciously, your dreams. Who's controlling that?
But
all these thoughts are just happening. When you wake up in the morning, a thought pops in your head without you consciously thinking about it. It's just already there. So who put that thought there? You didn't think, okay, let me think about grabbing my phone. Let me think about, no, you just wake up and the thought is already there.
Now you had to think about grabbing your phone first because you could have chose to go get some water first.
No,
you
but
could have chose not to get that phone. You could have chose to go do something different. You could have chose to say, tomorrow I'm waking up and I'm doing X, Y, and Z, and I'm not fucking with my phone. You're choosing to do that. You're not just waking up. Now I gotta do that. You're choosing to do that. That thought is not coming from nowhere. But this is what I mean.
You gotta piss.
No, I understand that.
Or you could grab your phone. So now 2 thoughts in your brain. Now you just choosing between the 2. You didn't wake up and say, I gotta piss. Your body woke you up. Your mind told your body, hey, we need to wake up before we piss on ourselves. You need to go to the toilet. You didn't think that. The thought was just there.
Thought wasn't there, you felt it.
The thought woke you up.
The thought?
A feeling is still a thought. It has to transmute from your brain. That's why you feel pain. When you feel the pain, there's a thought that transmits to your brain. Hey.
They didn't have people that didn't die and show that pain is just a thought too, though. And they didn't did experiments showing that the dude, he ended up killing himself. I forget who he is. If y'all ever know what I'm talking about, the nigga got in the thing and showed that pain wasn't real. And no matter how real it feel to us, they said it's all in the whatever it is, man. What is the point of saying guard your thoughts? Like you said, what Jim Rohn just said on the last thing. If you're guarding your thoughts, guarding your mind, what are you doing when you do that?
You're guarding and allowing what you allow to enter. Because you can learn new things. I'm not saying you can't learn. So if I'm sitting here and I decide, okay, this is a bunch of positive, helpful information. This is a bunch of negative, useful information. Me guarding my mind would be, I'm not going to ingest the negative, useless information. I'm only going to ingest this new information. But like I said, if you can control your thoughts, I challenge anybody that's watching this, for the next week, only think positive thoughts. That's it. The second one negative thought into your mind, you lost.
No, you can't lose that way because
because you control it.
No, but you still have to program the data. This is it still takes work.
No, fuck programming. If you control it.
Nobody grew up and you woke up out the womb just thinking negatively. You didn't start thinking that. You learned a lot of things. You started getting molded and becoming in certain environments.
Do you control your car? Do you control your vehicle? If I challenge you to the same challenge with your vehicle, I say, hey, you control your vehicle. For the next week, don't turn it on. Is your vehicle just gonna turn on its own?
I don't even know where you're going with that. But this,
if you control your mind, you don't have to transition anything.
You do have to transition.
No, you don't.
Because you have to program.
Kali, look, he's a third party. Do you get what I'm saying?
If you
control your car.
If you thought a certain way for so long, it's hard to reprogram your mind. If you're a negative, pessimistic person, to think optimistically, what do you have to do?
If I drove my car for 20, If I drive my car for 20 years and somebody say, hey, for the next week, don't turn it on, I don't need to learn how to not turn it on. I'm not turning it on.
Listen to what I'm saying.
Because I control it.
If you thought negatively for 10 years, like you said, if the thoughts are just coming, you're a negative person, you're a pessimistic person, and you decided you wanted to change, how do you think you go about that?
If I control my mind, I can just stop instantly, but you can't because you don't. You have to learn to choose the positive so you don't fully control it.
So you're jumping in the driver's seat at that point, right?
No, you don't fully control it.
You're choosing to do something different. You're choosing to think differently.
I'm choosing to react to the thoughts that's already there.
He's saying, the choices are given to you without you saying, I want these. Like the 2 choices that pop into your head, you didn't give yourself those 2 choices.
Exactly.
You might choose them, one or the other, but those 2 choices you didn't necessarily create in your mind. It was just there. And then you said, I'm going to either do this or I'm going to do this one. And I feel like that's what you're talking about, which is
No,
that choosing what.
so if everything was spoken in another language, what would you consider that? If everything that came into your head you didn't understand it, what would that be?
That
Then?
would be gibberish, but that has nothing to do with your thoughts.
Why? That's your thoughts. If thoughts in another language, those are still thoughts.
No, what are you talking about? Whatever thoughts in your brain gonna be in the language you speak.
So if language,
If I speak Spanish, nigga,
so if language didn't exist, then what?
like what are you talking about?
If language didn't exist, then what?
If ifs was a fifth, we'd be drunk as
No,
fuck.
language doesn't. So if somebody can say something to you in English, and because you understand it, you're reacting and choosing that. But if somebody said the same thing to you in a mellow manner in Chinese or something, it would have zero effect.
That's
on
not
you.
a thought. That is language.
But what do you think you understand your thoughts for? What is a thought then?
Okay, listen.
You only understand your mind because it's English. English language.
In English language, a verb is an action. For there to be an action, there has to be a doer, right? A person committing this verb, this action. But the action of thinking, there's no person there. The thoughts are just there.
So when Bruce Lee says be formless like water, and he tell the dude, don't think.
Yeah.
What is he telling him to do?
He's just telling him to relax.
He said, don't think.
That's just code word for relax.
No, it's not no code word for relax. He said
you can't not think.
Yes, you can.
You can't.
That's what he's teaching
Stop
him.
thinking right now.
I'm in the moment. That's the power of now.
No, stop thinking.
That's the power.
No,
I'm not
stop
thinking.
thinking.
I'm not thinking.
Erase all thoughts from your
I'm
brain.
not thinking.
Get the fuck out of
What
here.
are you talking about?
Get this nigga out of here.
Hey, when Bruce Lee says be formless, he tells you the body just to
That means relax.
No, he said
that's like in water.
He's saying react. If you hit me, be formless. You don't have to think about it. You don't have to tell the hand. Just move the hand.
Yeah.
Be formless is like if you're in water, say you're drowning and you're panicking. The more you panic, the more you're gonna drown. Once you relax and let the water do what it does naturally, your ass is gonna float.
Empty your mind is his key words. Empty your mind.
That is a
Stop
metaphor,
thinking about
not literally emptying your mind.
Empty your
You're
mind.
not gonna literally empty your mind, bro.
Yes, you are.
Stop thinking thoughts right now.
I'm done thinking.
No, you're not.
What are you talking about?
He's thinking of a reaction to say back.
Hey.
That's a thought.
This is so insane.
Don't think nothing. Don't put that on the set, bro. You can't not think that thought.
When I meditate, and
You're thinking when you're meditating.
He doesn't know how to meditate. No, you're clearing
You're
your mind.
thinking. You're still
clearing it,
thinking, though.
But
There's
you're
thoughts
training
still
your
running.
mind
Yes.
to clear your mind.
But your thoughts still running through your mind.
Look, Kylie, when you talk to me, I listen with my mind clear because I'm in the moment of now.
Yeah.
Versus some people can listen and already
Tell me
start
how to meditate. How do you meditate?
To already, let me finish my point. To already
No, because you said I don't know how to
respond.
meditate.
right now, right, exactly, because he can't stop thinking. He can't control it.
Kylie,
That's
this
why
I'm gonna
he
kill
can't
him
let
off.
niggas
Watch
talk.
this. How do you meditate? What's the steps?
What? I do breath work.
How do you breathe?
What do you mean? Do you just breathe like you just said?
No,
like
what is
everything-
breath
like your
work?
heart pumping? The same way your heart pumps, you have to just breathe.
No,
You
what
don't-
is breath
You don't have
work?
to do that.
What is breath work?
What do you mean?
Take deep breaths, right?
It doesn't matter. You don't
Hold
have
on,
to
no.
take
Is it
breath.
deep breath or
It's
not?
different levels of breath
Okay,
work.
cool.
You can breathe from your stomach. You can breathe from your chest.
Cool.
You can breathe from your nose.
So now you have to consciously think, okay, let me take a deeper breath than is required for me to stay alive, which my body's doing naturally. So if I don't do anything else, just sit here. I don't got to tell my body to breathe. It's going to breathe.
Naturally.
But once I want to meditate, that's a thought.
Let me ask y'all this. Let me ask y'all this. Let me ask the people
That's a
this.
thought. It ain't no fucking clearing your mind.
Let me ask you this. On an average day, how many people actually think about like, I ain't breathe today? Or are you just naturally breathing?
Like,
are you ever thinking about breathing?
You just proved my point. I just said that.
What? You're
I
not
started
thinking.
the
Your
whole
mind
monologue with that.
No, you're empty. Your mind
I
is
said
empty.
you don't control yourself. You don't control your body. That's not emptying your mind. Your body operates without you having to control it. You're not in the driver's seat.
You can clear your thoughts. Because he don't know how to clear his thoughts don't mean you can't do it. That's all I'm going to say. I don't want to go back and forth because they're going to be like, y'all on here arguing.
I know. He's cooked
But
already.
I'm not cooked. You can clear your mind.
He's cooked.
What do y'all think about Joel Santana? I don't know if y'all talked about this already.
No, we didn't.
Oh, you
Joel
talking about
Santana was in an interview. I don't know. It was on some podcast, and he said he feels as if kids should know math over reading, and we should focus obviously on like financial literacy, etc. We need that more than reading. What do y'all think?
I understand that. I seen somebody kill him and say, any nigga that can't pronounce literacy shouldn't even be speaking in that sense. This is exactly why we need to learn how to read and shit like that.
It's an interesting topic because
it's
it's
interesting.
like, which
Kids,
one?
he's saying kids don't need it nowadays. Everybody needs to know how to read. Unless everybody ain't finna be Floyd Mayweather, bro. Everybody not finna get to a point where they finna be that successful without knowing nothing.
Can you understand numbers without understanding words?
Yeah,
You think that's possible?
Bro, it was a time it was illegal for us to read, and that's for a reason. They said all the information
Put it
is
in the book.
documented in books. So if you can't read, how do you learn new information in the society we live in?
How you even communicate at the highest level if you can't read? If you don't learn new words, you can't even communicate properly.
They say judge a man by his library. First thing you do when you enter a man's house, go look at his library. What is he ingesting on the day-to-day? Are you watching TV or are you learning new information via reading? Because if you don't got no books in your house, I know for sure you're not learning nothing new.
He wouldn't even be able to form those words he using if he didn't learn how to read something.
Now, I'm going to say you definitely need to know how to read. You definitely need to know how to read. I don't know what the fuck he was getting at. I really want to play. You got the clip so we can hear exactly what he said? I think the point he was trying to make was
He said
we need to put more focus on financial literacy and learning about money, how to keep money, how to earn money, how to use money, than I guess just learning how to read and that's it. I think that's the point he was trying to make.
Even using that, you learn to read in the elementary level. By then, how much reading are you
That's
doing?
all you really need to a certain
Hold on,
degree.
here it go.
Just financial wealth and
Saw this on the internet, and I even posted that Joel Santana said on a podcast, kids need to learn how to start businesses. They don't need to learn how to read. And as a practice, I generally try to look for the video. Here it is.
I start teaching our kids though just financial wealth and literacy and all that.
I just want to stop real quick right here and say,
Okay, let me
if you
find the original.
mispronounce-
Let me find.
I
that's what you was talking about. Here
I
it
have
goes.
my
Promoted it
takes
too,
even
'cause
on
I
that.
never really promoted it, like rapped about it,
That's
but I
the drug
definitely know I was
dealing.
I didn't really know what that shit was at the
Drug
time.
dealing.
So
He talking about lean.
I feel like we definitely owe that to them. You know what I mean?
Oh,
For real,
okay,
for
okay.
real.
So we
Yeah,
got a
couple
lean head
ones.
with no teeth telling us kids don't even know how to read. Fuck you talking about? How you gonna start a business and can't read? Who gonna read your contract? You gonna trust a lawyer? You can't read, so the lawyer can tell you anything. You gonna have a financial advisor? They gonna say here, hey man, this is what your finance doing this month, but you can't read it.
But most people
So
doing
your
that
dumb ass be
anyway.
out here getting robbed.
But most people already, even if they can read, they're not reading. Their
He's a
own stuff.
rapper in the industry, synonymously known for getting fucked over because they didn't read the contract. So the irony of that is damn near hilarious.
Got it right here. Hold on. It's
Stay in school, put the lean down. Joel
Nah.
Santana, I know what you was trying to say,
One thing
but
he did say that though.
Fuck up outta here,
He
bro.
did apologize for the lean movement. He said he didn't really know what was going on. Basically said you a dope fiend now. If you do lead, you doing opioids and everything else. You're basically a basehead, is what he was saying. If you off lean,
Here
so
it
that's what he was trying to get at. You probably gotta hook it up to the.
yeah, you
thing.
gotta hook it up to the roadcaster. But yeah, that was the dumbest thing I heard today. he could have said we need to learn more about financial literacy and more about our finances without saying we don't need to know how to read. That's the dumbest shit
Wealth
ever.
and literacy and all that. But seriously though,
You see how he said-
you should though. We gotta start teaching our kids though just financial wealth and literacy and all that shit early. Because by the time they get to 9th grade, they should be just learning how to start businesses and how
I got my
to
takes
how
on
to.
this. I'm not-
But they don't really need to know how to read.
Wait, stop.
survive.
See,
I
but
ain't gonna say that.
I do get that though.
This is but
Nah, but what he was trying to say is we don't got to spend past the 9th grade learning how to read.
Yes, but this is the problem I'm starting to have with the Black community. We say a lot of these buzzwords, financial literacy and things of that nature, but when it boils down to what that is to a lot of us, it's having an LLC. That's literally it. I hope y'all know that.
You think that?
That maybe stocks, options, but it's or having a business. It's never
Because
how do you-
financial
it's- hold
literacy,
on.
because you know
It's-
the banking and all that.
Yes,
yeah.
but a lot of people, when they think of financial literacy, it's synonymous with having a business. It's not synonymous with investing, saving, HSA, Roth IRA, stocks, options. It's not necessarily, for some people it is, but I think for a big
Majority.
portion of our community, when you hear financial literacy, you think start a business, get rich. But how can you do that if you don't even know how to put away 10 grand? If you don't even know how to go put your money into an account with a certain interest rate that's going to make it grow? Like, if you can't do these base things, what makes you think you're going to go from that, not knowing what to do, to having a business and it being successful or a multi-million-dollar business?
But I think financial literacy falls under basically all those things you name. I
It-
would assume.
He's saying niggas
I
don't
know,
even
I know,
understand it. They just saying it because
they
it
just-
sound
they
cool.
just say
Right.
that, and again, when they think of it, it's being a business owner, but you don't even necessarily know what it takes to get there, or you just assume it's synonymous with that when financial literacy is just the way that you live your life financially, the decisions you make, right? That's
And,
really
and
what
if you
it
don't
is.
got employees, your ass ain't a business owner.
Right, or you're not a boss.
You
But
ain't
one-
a boss, bro.
One person I do like who actually speaks on those things and said he learned from his mistakes and goes into that is Waka Flocka. He goes into depth and gives solutions about what you should and shouldn't be doing. And he shows his own results. So I think that's why I don't like either. Like you said, when people sometimes we use these filler words, but we never ever give no solutions or no technicalities of, hey, step one, start here or do X, Y, and Z. You get what I'm saying?
And it's also like it's diluting kids. It's making kids be like, it's nothing. What else can I do? Be a rapper or start a business. And when you really think about it, those are two great things to do. But for a lot of people, that can feel like a great feat. We need to give our kids more practicality. Shoot for the stars, of course. But we got to start being real with these kids. Not everybody's going to own a multi-million-dollar business. Not everybody's going to be a rapper or an NBA player. We have to start getting our kids ready for the real world. However we do that is how we do it. Whatever you want to focus on it, but it has to be based in reality and practicality. It cannot be based in these things that you don't even necessarily have knowledge in. Like you said, you got a nigga with no teeth who got fucked over telling you, hey man, y'all niggas just need to start a business. It's like, what are we really talking about?
One thing I didn't get that from him. He said for the most part, but I do understand, like he said, in the 9th grade, yes, they should be having courses on financial literacy. They should be having courses on how to save money. They should be having courses on credit. They should be having courses in those brackets.
I agree with that.
We don't have none of that in these high schools or for school in that matter at all that I know of, as far as from K through 12. So I get what he's saying. But by the time you get to 9th, 10th grade, you should know how to read. But it's people in high school that can't read. It's people right now, 40 years old, still can't read people couldn't read Harry Potter books. Like, we're gonna say we got to get you a Cat in the Hat. Like, people don't read nothing. So
I think reading is synonymous with wealth. If you look at most people, if you don't have some type of freak nature, athletic talent, 9 times out of 10, if you can't read, you broke as fuck. That's just a fact.
Most of the readers are the leaders.
You go outside, the average adult, I think right now has a 7th grade reading level, reading comprehension, and then you look at their finances, they're broke as fuck. So reading is synonymous with wealth. Whether you want to believe it or not, bro, I went to an open house. $1 million house. Guess who owns it? Chinese, Asian. Guess what they have in their house? I'm talking about bookshelf. I go to their kids' room. Guess what their kids got? Ain't no video games in this bitch. A bookshelf. All self-help. Learn. I'm talking about these kids probably no older than 5 or 6. And they got at least over 100 books in their room. And like I said, they're owning $1 million properties, selling them. So that should let you know they prioritize reading over what the fuck everybody else is doing. And that's why they're doing better financially than everybody else is. Because while your kid is on the laptop, scrolling, this, that, and the third, their kid is reading how-to books at 5.
You know what else is crazy about that?
They actually learning. Go ahead.
What else is crazy about that? The key word you said was comprehension. That's actually what reading allows you to do. When you're in school, if you remember, they teach you how to learn the context of a sentence based off the words around a certain word. So that's how you're
context clues.
Yeah, that's how you're able to learn, or foreshadowing, predicting, all these certain things. When you're able to comprehend words and sentences, that's actually you being able to think. So we do need reading over math problems too, because not everything is going to be 4 + 4. It might be if I have 5 more than you, or if I have 5 less than you written out.
There.
Yeah. If you can't read, then
one word can change the entire
and it's crazy.
formula.
He would have been better off saying we didn't need all that goddamn calculus and geometry and all that other stuff unless you was trying to get to. Because most stuff you only need is going to be basic math in your real life.
Basic math. You know how to count money? Cool. You know how to do basic math problem? Cool. Anything else, you got a calculator on your fucking phone.
Something to figure it out for you.
If you're not in a field where you need math, then other than that, but reading is fundamental. That lets you get to the core of a person. Knowing you can tell if a person read just by the language and the words they choose to use. You know, people that can't stop using a selective amount of vocabulary, you know they have no type of knowledge for the most part. I'm not going to say knowledge. They might have knowledge in one area, but for the most part, their mind is not expanding nowhere. And reading actually helps you be able to be a better visualizer, which in turn helps you to be able to see things further than where you can see now, because now you're able to put images with the things that you're reading. You can't map nothing out if you can't see it in your mind.
And your vocabulary is also synonymous with wealth. People with a limited vocabulary, look at their wealth. Look at how much money they got. Look at what type of rooms they're in. Because the type of people that have certain amounts of money, they're using certain type of words. So if you have a very limited vocabulary, the doors that open for you are going to be very, very limited. That's why you go to the hood, what everybody speak, Ebonics, this, that, and the third. You go up here to Beverly Hills, guess what? They talking a whole nother language, using words you probably never heard in your life down here.
And to go back to what Kali was saying, when you get to these banks and stuff, you got to know their language.
Yeah.
You got to know how to speak and write things up the way they need them presented. And with everything else, when you go to jobs, you do certain stuff. It's no way you're not going to be able to have that. So I just think he was all the way off. It's a lot of these rappers and this is exactly why Malcolm X said, don't be looking up to these niggas. Yeah, don't be looking up to these celebrities.
Fucking dumbass
in these
niggas.
places.
You don't need to read.
Yeah, like that's the most crazy.
Take the mic from that dumbass nigga. Y'all talking about band podcast mic, nigga. Take cut mic. Get cut the fuck out of here. Y'all be listening to the wrong niggas.
It's like, damn. Now I understand if he had growth and you want to share your experience and you want to tell them like, hey, don't do lean, don't do X, Y, and Z. This is what got me and how we can learn from your mistakes. And that's a little different.
He didn't cook with that.
But you know what?
That's all I'm saying. Yeah.
It's not cooking.
You know what? Like, he getting killed for this right now all over the internet. But I do think that his mind or his heart was in the right place.
His intent was right.
It's just we too many of us do that, where it's like you just say some shit without really saying how to do it or giving niggas any backstory. It's just like you can't just carelessly say something with that big of a platform.
That's right there. That's too dangerous to say. When black boys have the lowest reading level in the United States, that's the crazy shit to say, bro.
And knowing when they tell us to put everything in a book to keep it away from us, and you telling niggas to don't go look for that, what's really going on with you, nigga?
Our history is locked away in the Vatican in the book. You go through history, all history documented is what? Written history. That's how we got it passed down generation to generation. So how you gonna learn about yourself if you can't read, bro? And we gotta put more stock into teaching kids to identify with self, to learn more about themselves more than they do these materialistic items. Mm-hmm. We could teach financial literacy, how to be a business owner, all of that. None of that is gonna give you a fulfilled, complete life. You need a purpose outside of the money. Once you get the money and you buy everything, then what? What is your purpose to live? How many rich people we got to see, rich, famous, thought they was living a life, and they Kurt Cobain themselves. They Robin Williams themselves. Why? Because they had nothing outside of that. We created money, bro.
I think Robin Williams was a different level.
I don't care what level it was. He was rich and famous and one of the most favored comedian actors of his time at that time. And he was the most unhappy when he had the most money. That should tell you right there, money is everything, but it ain't everything. Teach your kids to value something outside of that. Teach them family values. Teach them integrity. Teach them to learn about themselves. Teach them to learn who they are. Ask your kids who they are.
Ask yourself. For sure.
Most I want to be LeBron. We grew up saying I want to be like Mike. I even think about that. Why the fuck we grew up saying we want to be like everybody other than ourselves? We was trained from kids to want to be everybody but you. To look for everything externally when everything is right there eternally.
Crazy, because imagine what you would be if you really went with, like what you're saying, if you really looked within, what do I really like? Because a lot of people are just playing characters outside, really, right? They dressing up and putting on costumes to do things that maybe they don't really want to do because, like you said, they saw that and they said, well, this is a good example, or people like this, so I'm going to just do that. And I think that's very true. A lot of people will be living very different lives if they knew who they truly were and they accepted who they truly were. Because that's the second step. Like you can know, but if you don't accept it, then you'll forever move not like yourself. So it's deep.
Because you wanted to be like Mike. Mike was too busy working on being Mike. That's why he's Mike, and that's why your ass is not. From Michael Jordan to Michael Jackson to Mike Tyson, all the Mikes was focused on being Mike while you was trying to be them. They was focused on honing their skills.
Mike took everybody's shit and said he put it into his own shit.
Who?
Michael Jackson wrote all that shit in his journal.
He did. He said he did say that.
So,
but I don't think there's nothing wrong with looking at people and saying like I'm trying to model myself.
Nah, you trying to take good qualities and like I'm gonna equip that into my game.
I'm not trying to be them.
Yeah, but everybody had to learn from somebody, not necessarily.
But I
be
think
them
that's
to
different.
It's a
than-
difference
yeah,
trying
yeah,
to be
yeah.
them.
Nah, I know, but
Yeah.
yeah, when he's saying, "Oh, Mike wrote down, I'm gonna do this, be this part of this person, that X, Y,
I'm
and
gonna
Z."
take attributes and be me.
Yeah, but that's what I think people was getting at when they wanted to be like Mike. Like, yeah,
Nah,
I'm gonna
niggas
take-
wanted to be Mike.
you know some realistic. You can't be that nigga. I want to be like Mike.
Niggas wanted to be Mike, cuz they made a fucking movie, nigga, like Mike, nigga.
Shit.
That's no cap, man. Be you, cuz only one of you, man. You a one-on-one. You a one model, nigga. Somebody gonna want to be like you. So be the best at being you. You can't be nobody else, cuz you can't be viral. You can't be Messiah. You can't be Kali. But guess what? You could be you. That's the beauty of it.
Man, if people don't accept you for who you are, then you don't need them around you anyway.
A lion try to be a fish, that lion dying. It's only gonna thrive being a lion. That's all I'm saying. And lions never lose sleep over the opinions of sheep. Remember that. When the lions come around, the sheep got to move around. Stop putting so much onus on opinions of other people. Fuck them people. Fuck these sheep. They don't control nothing.
Facts. And they not coming with you. You know, when you go, it's only you. So do what you want to do.
Nah, facts.
Life is but a
fact.
fucking dream. Nigga, you can make it a dream or a nightmare. What you doing?
That shit, wow.
Book a flight, change your life. All I'm saying, man, book you a flight, get in the Mile High Club, man. Get that back seat by the bathroom, get you a nice little blanket, get cracking, live a little bit.
Embrace the authentic self, man. Half our problems, like you said, come from not wanting to be yourself. You in situations you can't even be yourself in.
And I wanna backtrack on something I used to say on this show. We used to talk about the death of the ego. I had to really sit and think about this. Fuck that. Live in your ego. Let your ego shine. Don't nobody tell the lion with the biggest mane, hey man, humble yourself. Don't nobody tell the peacock with the biggest, brightest feathers, hey man, humble down a little bit, kill your ego. No. Thrive in your ego, because that's who you are.
Nah,
And I'm not talking about
the ego is
listen.
separated.
No, listen, I'm gonna break it down. You are the ego. It's you. This is a part of you. To get rid of the ego, you need to get rid of the body. You need to get rid of your fucking life, because that's all you are.
Nah,
like
that's not
Kali
true.
said, we playing characters, but you are though. You're the main character. Really think, who are you for real?
Nah, the ego can have you delusional. The ego can have you not seeing yourself for who you are. The ego can have you not with zero self-awareness
that's a
about
slippery
things
slope.
that you're doing. The ego is not
Ego death.
people just be battling between egos. The ego can have you. Ego, I don't know. That's a dangerous thing. That's
This
a
the
dangerous
thing.
game.
To kill your ego is an act of your ego. To kill your ego is like running away from your shadow and thinking you can get away. You're one and the
That's crazy
same.
when you say that.
Yeah,
That is crazy.
it's literally
Nah,
an act of
it's-
ego to kill your ego.
That's
How-
crazy.
how do
'cause
you
you're
get
gonna
away from your
always
shadow?
You're gonna always have it to a certain degree.
Exactly. And you should be delusional. You should be delusional positively. People should hear your dreams and go, man, this nigga crazy, delusional as fuck. Boom, you wake up, you're Michael Jackson.
It said an ego death is when your sense of who you think you are breaks down and you suddenly see yourself, your life, and the world without
Who
the
you are,
filters, pride, defenses, or identities you usually hide behind. So the ego is just somebody the ego ain't really you. Really is somebody you just projecting and keeping away from a lot of your things that you don't want people to
Using
see.
it as a brick
Yeah,
wall
like,
or a
yeah.
buffer.
Nah,
between
read
who
that
you really
again.
are.
It says who you
The
think
ego,
you are.
No, ego death. Raw definition. Ego death is that moment when life humbles you so hard that the lies you tell yourself don't work anymore. Your excuses stop making sense. Your old identity falls apart. You see your flaws clearly. You realize you're not as in control as you thought. It's a collapse of the fake self. You built to survive, impress people, or protect your wounds.
I just said you're not in control. Once you realize
No.
you're not in control,
Hey, this
Nigga,
life
no,
get greater. Listen,
everything
run
about
the footage back. I
No,
said
I
you're
know
not
that,
in
but
control.
that- but
Once you
but it's
realize
telling you-
that, and then it says who you think you are. You are who you think you are, because you got to think you are that before you become that. The people who wait for the results to think that they're that, they never become that.
That's true too.
You don't wait till you're the greatest to think I'm the greatest. No, nigga, when I come out here, I think I'm the greatest and I'm going to prove I'm the greatest. So once I prove I'm the greatest, then I get the confirmation. But if I wait for the confirmation, nigga, I'm never the greatest.
I think confidence and a false sense of self can be separated, but it also says why ego death is powerful, because after the ego dies, you start rebuilding you. More self-awareness, less insecurity, less fear of judgment, more peace, stronger intuition, deeper connection with people. It's basically a reset that forces you to level up.
See, to rebuild you is to have a thought that who you are is wrong. Life is what you make it. So whoever you are right now, that's exactly who you want it to be.
Not always. It ain't always. It ain't.
It
I don't
is.
think it's always like that. The ego can have you crashing out over stupid shit. The ego can have you in countless confrontations or countless situations that could have been prevented. Let alone if you would have had more respect instead of operating your ego. The ego can have me bumping you on accident, apologizing,
Yeah,
you
and
still
go
tripping
crazy.
over it. You know what I'm saying?
Is that your ego or is that you not choosing the right emotion?
No, that's your ego, nigga.
But I'm saying, what feeds the
Why
ego?
you saying
Emotions.
you saying that choosing? No, you just sat here and said, what you feel is what you thinking. So you thought you should have tripped on that, like you chose to. You chose that thought instead of just accepting, like, okay, your apology or whatever, and moved on with your day. But your ego made you crash out because you felt like
Is what you feel what you think?
Because that's an insecurity now. Because you felt like you needed to be doing something after somebody, because now in your mind you feel disrespected, or you feel I need to prove something, even though this person led with respect or did something on accident. So I just think
What
I don't
comes
know.
first, the thought or the emotion?
The thought.
Right. So somebody bump you, you got two thoughts.
No, you chose.
And you chose which one to react by.
Bro, that matters. Doesn't matter. The ego is
It
not
does.
good, bro.
The ego is good. Kobe had an ego. That's why he was Kobe.
I think you need an ego because to a certain degree, because it does keep you maybe feeling like I'm elevated above some of this stuff. So I wouldn't act in this way, or I wouldn't do these things, or I wouldn't hang out with these people because to a certain degree, my ego is big enough to say I won't stoop that low. But on the other end, it could turn you into somebody who does things in the wrong way or reacts too fast, or, you know, whatever the case is, or just doesn't really want to compromise or give in. I feel like that's a big part of the ego is giving in.
A person's sense of self-esteem or self-importance. So if you don't have high self-esteem and you don't view yourself as self-importance, what are you viewing yourself? What's the opposite of that?
So that's what I'm saying. Why I think it's okay to have it, because you do have to feel like you are important enough to not act a certain way. But it is a slippery slope where it's like you can have too much ego, where you think you think you're too important. Whereas, like he said, like, oh, niggas ain't gonna bump me. How dare a nigga do that? So let me turn around and get with bro. Whereas in maybe if you lowered your ego in that moment, it's like, oh, it was just an accident. It's not always about you. That's where ego can go to the bad part to me.
See, is that lowering your ego for real, or is that you being logical?
Could be that.
Going, hey, he
could be
bumped
that, yeah.
me. That was an accident. He apologized. I should probably move on. I'm being illogical. I'm like, fuck that, nigga. I don't give a fuck, nigga. You bumped me, nigga. It's up.
That's your ego.
Is that my ego?
That
Yeah,
is your
because
ego.
what
What would make you react
powering
that way?
Yeah, what would be powering that? It would have to be the ego.
That would be my insecurity of me having to prove something.
No, that's the ego.
That's the ego. Because you like this. I'm a real ass nigga. Ain't nobody finna do whatever, right? And just get away with it. So that's your ego saying, if a nigga bumped me, even if he didn't mean it, he didn't see me, whatever, I cannot let that happen to me. That's the ego part. So this is why I'm reacting this way, because he did something to my self-importance, pretty much.
See,
Or something to me that because I deem myself this important, I cannot have. So I gotta prove
This
that
can't be
is not
true.
right.
So I
Yeah.
can't let that be that. Yeah. A lot of niggas' egos got their ass on that level 4 for 300-something years.
Because I think it might be the opposite. I just think maybe the way they taught us about ego was wrong. Because if my ego tells me, hey, I'm of this self-importance, I got this much self-esteem, you bumping me and apologizing is not even gonna affect me. It's the insecurity of I don't really think I'm this, so now I'm gonna react illogically and emotionally to prove I'm this, because I don't really believe I'm that, which is why I'm tripping in the first place. Because if I really thought I was that, it would be nothing for me to prove.
I can't.
Yeah,
I can't.
but ego.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if I know I'm that, why do I gotta prove it? If I'm Mike Tyson, I know I can knock you the fuck out. What's the point of me knocking you the fuck out?
See, so that's the sweet spot of
But
ego.
that means he's not operating in ego.
Exactly. That's the sweet spot of it, though, of knowing I am what I am, so I'm not gonna do it. But you still have that gray area where you're gonna go do it.
No, but you're seeing clear now, though. That means you're not operating the ego. The ego is gonna make you prove something. The ego is gonna have a motherfucker sit here dead to rights that you wrong about something, and you won't admit that you wrong because you're gonna operate in the ego.
I think that might be a lack of ego.
That's not lack. If you're wrong about
that
something,
might be a lack of ego.
If I tell you 2 + 2 is 4, you still arguing that it's not, you're operating from your ego because you don't want to be wrong.
If I'm Kobe Bryant and a 6th grader comes say I could beat you, do I really need to get up and go prove that you can't?
6th grader.
See, so this is what I'm saying.
I think my lack of ego will get up and let me go prove to this 6th grader that I'm better than him. Why? Because my ego ain't really where I portray that shit to be.
Lack. That means if you go play the 6th grader, your ego is making you do that.
I don't know. I think it's the opposite.
It's not.
Hey, everything they taught us was wrong, cuz. They said up was up. It's really, that's all I'm saying. That's why niggas be failures. They tell you kill your ego. I think I'm on to something, cuz.
I think ego's a spectrum. So it's like it falls in that spectrum of what you're speaking of is ego more on a positive side of I'm Mike Tyson or I'm Kobe Bryant. If a kid or if I'm Mike Tyson, if somebody bumping into me, I know what I could do to him. So that is me knowing that I'm this equipped, I'm this important, et cetera, et cetera. So it shouldn't even matter because I know I could really do him dirty.
So Mike
But
Tyson,
also, hold on.
Mike
On
Tyson.
that other end of the spectrum of ego is I'm Mike Tyson, a nigga bumped me. How dare a nigga bump me? He got to go night-night now. So that's why I'm saying it's a spectrum because in both instances, your ego is the reason why you either do something or you don't do something. If that makes sense.
Isn't the ego not? Because sometimes,
in
like
his instance,
sometimes
he has so much ego
but
that
if I'm
he
not,
won't stoop that low.
If I'm not operating from the ego, I could be logical about it. Like some things necessarily just need to happen. Not necessarily from my ego. This is just has to be done in the course of action. But Mike Tyson is the same person that said he was scared before he got in the ring before every fight. So what part of the ego? Then how big was his ego then?
I mean, but I think he still got an ego.
I'm asking though, but y'all said like this is what made Mike Tyson because he had a big ego. But he said he was scared before he got in every fight until he got in the ring.
I think strapping up for battle is a different conversation. It's like anybody's getting pre-fight jitters, or if they finna get off the tank and go fucking shoot. You know, it's like you're gonna get that for sure. But then what the ego is what comes after that. Like, damn, I did this. I was scared. I was nervous. I built this self-confidence by doing exactly what I said I was gonna do. Now I have the right to have an ego. The reason why I'm saying it's a spectrum is because, again, his point is that my ego is so high that I would never do that, and that could definitely be one of the side of the spectrum. But your side of it is like, nigga, I will stoop that low because who the fuck do you think you are? So it's a spectrum, and it all depends on the person.
But just because you confident doesn't mean you operating in the ego. Yes, I can feel like I'm the best at something. I can do this, and that. But like you said, okay. If you just sat here and said everybody can't be a rap star and everything else, so what would that be considered? They lowering their ego?
No, but by the definition of what ego actually is, how is that not operating your ego?
What, me being confident?
Yes. Me having a high self-esteem, which is synonymous with high confidence. That is ego.
I should feel good about myself, but for most people, they have a sense of false confidence, where they act like they're that confident and they're really not because they're hiding behind the ego.
So they don't really have an ego then.
No, yes,
that's
they
a
do.
false ego.
No, they're the ego
That's a false ego.
It's an ego.
No,
that's
false.
They're using the ego to hide the insecurities. So yes, the ego.
It's false.
It's making more sense to me.
See what I'm saying?
No, because this is what I'm saying. No, because you can because you can scream at the top of the mountain that you're confident doesn't mean you're actually confident. Now, if I'm a person that, like you said, I work out, I do X, Y, and Z to build this confidence, it's not the ego operating.
So that's an ego.
I know how much work I put in.
Right, that's your ego.
I know.
That is ego. It's not high self-esteem.
That's not an ego.
Yes, it is. That's the definition of ego.
It's knowing I'm good at something.
Bro.
If I can read good, it's not my ego.
A person's sense of self-esteem or self-importance, the only way you know that is by what? All the work you're putting in, which gives you the confidence to bask in that. Somebody hiding behind a false ego, which they don't really believe that, now they trying to prove themselves.
But they're operating in their ego.
That's what I'm saying. They're not.
He's saying it's not because it's not truly who they are. So that is the part that I can agree with. That is fake because an ego is your sense of self, importance, and whatever else is said.
Yeah, your high self-esteem.
Yeah, self-esteem. So if you're only acting a way because you don't feel, I guess, up to par with that, then is that really your ego?
But he just said you had to be this way before you became that way.
You had to think it.
So what are you doing?
You had to think you're that.
If you're not that yet, if whatever the case was, then you're still having a false sense of self at that point. You're not able to see yourself the way other people are seeing you. The same way they tell you these people fake it till they make it or do certain things and operate in these ways. They still have a false sense of self right now. But you can still allow yourself to be confident and be in something without necessarily.
See, I
operating.
disagree.
And is it false if you're trying to get there?
That's what I mean. If you're working on
saying.
getting there, it's not false. It's a difference between you pretending that, but you're not putting in the work to get there.
Okay. So why can't these people that's 300 pounds and they feel like they what they are, and you bash them?
What is that?
Say,
what is what they are?
When we see women on here all the time say, I can get any man I want, I can do X, Y, and Z. What is that?
That's
Their ego shouldn't be big?
That's a false ego though, because they don't really believe
false?
that.
No,
they don't really believe
how
that.
do you know they don't believe
That's
it?
true.
Nah, they don't believe
They
it.
might believe
That's
it.
their ego. That's their self-esteem, right?
They don't believe it. That's
Why don't
false
they believe
ego.
it? Because you don't believe it?
No, listen, you can lie to the world, but you can't lie to yourself. How many videos we see of them very same women
Lizzo, perfect example.
breaking down,
Yeah.
or their actions doing the opposite? If you were so confident in being fat, why your ass on Ozempic trying to lose weight now? I thought that was that. No, you didn't. That was false. The real ego is you now coming out showing the workout body, the workout. That's what you really wanted to be. But you had to deflect and you had to act like that was good because that was you.
Yeah, I think.
Why is that ego though? That means I don't.
That's a
necessarily-
false
No, you said it's a
ego.
false ego. It's not
The
real.
real ego is when you lose weight and now you really popping that shit the way you wanted to.
But if you're not, if you're trying to think yourself a certain way or work your way into a position, you're not there yet. Why wouldn't that be a false ego? If you're not this yet, that is a false ego in under your definition.
No,
If
what I'm
somebody
saying is,
if somebody says, like they say, okay, you see a kid that might want to grow up to be something, say, I'm gonna be this, I'm gonna be that. If they're working and grinding to become that and they're not there yet, what makes them not be operating out of that then?
they have to believe they're going to become that. That is a difference than pretending you're that, but never really working to get there.
A lot of people thought
You
they
gotta
were-
believe
a lot of people
you're gonna be that
a lot
before
of
you
people
get
right
there.
now believe that they're going to be the next motherfucking rap star, the next something. A lot of people believe that. So what are they? So that's a false sense of self for them then?
No. You have the right to believe whatever you want.
I don't
But
think
no,
so. Hold on, hold on.
nobody
I don't
who
So
made
my
it,
whole point is
I don't
what's
think
what's
you're-
different from the 300
that's
woman?
not correlating
If she
to
feels,
the,
if she
what
feels,
we're talking
but
about.
why is it false? If the same fat girl gets 100 DMs, what makes you think she don't really believe she can get any
That's
nigga
true.
she wants?
Easy, because the nigga she want ain't DMing her. That's how. All the niggas that's DMing her is niggas she don't want. The one that she claiming she could get, it's been 25 years on planet Earth since she was 18 and she still ain't got him. Now that's delusion.
Okay.
Y'all let us know in the comments,
Yeah,
man.
this is an interesting convo.
Because that's all I'm saying is everything they taught us was a lie. So why not question that? They told us ego was bad. Why though? We never really sat down and looked at the definition of what an ego is and why is that bad?
And in that instance, like I would say ego's more like a nigga who will be operating out of his ego if a nigga went to the gym for like 3 days and then he started talking shit about niggas that's not in the gym. I feel like people who are really working towards something aren't necessarily
ego though?
I feel like, because what you're saying, like when you are trying to think that you're something already and work towards that, I feel like you're way more humble and you understand the steps you have to take where you're not getting ahead of yourself. You're in that sweet spot on the spectrum where it's like, I have enough self-importance and self-esteem to better myself, but I also understand that my shit stink and I'm not all the way there yet. So you have that middle spot of where like, I have that importance. I understand I'm somebody, but I'm not necessarily somebody I want to be. So let me keep grinding. I think that's where it is.
When you are heartbroken,
So you gotta have some ego.
when you are heartbroken, when men try to go talk to people that's fear of rejection, you fear of criticism, what do you think is getting crushed? Your ego. That's what's getting crushed. It's not nothing else because nothing else really happened. Only thing is you got rejected. And if you was really confident in yourself without the ego operating, it doesn't bother you. You just go on about your day like nothing happened. For the most people, they fear rejection. They fear to do something else because they're operating in their ego. If they seen the world through a clear lens without putting prejudgments or certain things on that or certain expectations, that's what's shutting you down.
I think that's false ego. I don't think no one can, if you have a real ego, you have a real sense of self-importance, high self-esteem, who could come crush that? Unless you don't believe that's what you are. If I'm a millionaire, I'm a real millionaire, and somebody come by and say, you ain't no millionaire. Is my ego crushed? No, bitch, I know I'm a millionaire. You can't come tell me I'm not, and I really am. I really got the millions right here.
There's
So
gotta be a word.
you know what I'm saying?
But
It's like the people that don't believe it. That's how you question my ego. Because I want to be that. I want to believe it, but deep down, I know I'm not. So when you say it, that triggers me.
How many people have you seen that, I ain't gonna say have you seen, you can see it all the time. People be having money and all that. And a bitch can go somewhere and say something crazy, call him broke. Now the nigga want to pull everything out his pocket, show how much money he got, and not even saying that. Whether he's showing his credit, whether he's showing anything, once you prove that, you're operating out of your ego, regardless of how much.
He don't have a real ego.
Regardless how much money he got. He has an ego.
No,
his ego is getting attacked.
No.
And now he feels like I have to prove something.
He doesn't have a real sense of high self-esteem because he's trying to prove something to somebody that he got more than.
That's the ego.
Who are you? No, that's the lack of ego.
You have nothing to prove.
That's
like
the
you
lack
just
of.
said,
That's the
Mike
lack
Tyson
of ego.
doesn't have to prove. He has to knock somebody out.
That's
the
the lack of
Kobe
ego.
doesn't have to prove to a sixth grader because I know I would fuck.
But that's the lack of ego because I don't gotta prove shit.
Hold on, is ego only a negative thing or is it a positive thing as well? Because what you're saying is making it a positive thing. What we're saying to a certain degree is making it a negative thing.
There's a negative and a positive to it. But what my definition, and not even just mine, what I just read, somebody that does what he's saying does not really have a high self-esteem of themselves. Because who are you for me to prove something to if I know and believe deep down in my soul that's who I am? You could say whatever the fuck you want. I'm not going out of my way to prove nothing to you. Why would I prove to a broke bitch I got money if I got money?
But
so who am I trying to prove?
Though, like people do it all the time.
I know they do it, but what I'm saying is they don't really have the ego. That be the niggas who get the money and they only identify with the money. They don't have nothing else. If they lose the money, they're not who they are with the money. A nigga who really got high self-esteem, high confidence, he knows who he is. He's him with or without the money. The money just gonna enhance it. It's like a cornball with money, nigga. You still a fucking cornball. I'm cool with or without the money, nigga. The money's just gonna make me cooler because now I can buy cooler shit and do cooler shit. But I was cool without it too, though.
Yeah, it sound good.
Y'all let me know in the comments, man. Question everything.
No, you should question everything.
That's how you break generational curses. Generational curses are just information that was passed down that we never question. It's information and it's family traditions that we never question. That's literally all a generational curse is. Granny told your mama this, mama told you that, you blindly believe that, and you blindly told your kids that. And y'all keep getting cursed by the same information y'all passing down, and ain't nobody stopped the question. Why should we believe that? Why should we be doing that? 3 generations of y'all was broke as fuck, and you trying to teach me the same shit, and I'm supposed to do that and follow y'all footsteps? Nah, let me be the black sheep and change that.
And remember this.
Bars.
He said, yeah, he said you can't control your thoughts. So how does he run away with an ego? He has to choose that, right?
Hold on, you said what? No. What is this example?
You said we don't control our thoughts earlier, but you said you choose to think a certain way about yourself. You choose an importance and a self-esteem thing. So he's choosing to run away with a big ego.
No, I'm choosing to take the positive thoughts that I think of myself and choose those rather than take the negative thoughts. Because you have positive thoughts of yourself and you have negative thoughts of yourself.
He's saying you don't control those thoughts that pop in. You just control which one you choose.
Exactly. So I could choose the negative thoughts too. I can go to the gym and focus on all my flaws.
How they got there though is unknown. How they got in your mind to him is unknown. He just knows that he has the ability at that point.
I said that a long time ago, but what I'm saying is...
So now you're going against what you said?
No, you have to you control your thoughts.
You don't control where it's coming from. Where they come from?
I asked this a long time ago.
Okay, so now answer it.
It don't matter. It comes from the higher source. It comes from the higher power.
Right. So you don't control it. Are you the higher consciousness? You don't control it.
Yes, I am. And we ain't even gonna get into that. But eventually, if you think positive thoughts more positive thoughts will fall in your mind. And to an extent where you will stop being pessimistic, where you will stop being negative. But yes, it takes work like everything else. The same way you do exercise and it takes time for you to build muscle. You have to build your brain muscle to stop thinking crazy. So we gonna leave it there, man. Far away, no way. Y'all let us know
No,
what
they
y'all
trying to get the
think,
last
man.
one.
Ain't nothing about that. See, that's the ego trying to run away on him again. Y'all seeing this shit in real time. He want to have a battle with the
Trying to
ego.
get the last thought.
Hey, he can't let that shit fuck him up sometimes. Hey, far away, no way, man. We gonna get y'all back. Short did not show up. We gotta get that nigga a DP.
BTA, man.
Yeah, that nigga. Cause I'm gonna be late.
Like the video, hype the video. Y'all know what to do. Run us in the
Share,
algorithm.
like, subscribe, get in the comments, man. Fuck with us if we fuck with you, man. Far away, 21 gun salute.
Mr. Lightskin, cuz you feel me? Where your outro at?
Oh,
You done missed like 8
come on,
shows,
you already know
nigga.
I'm up out of here. Come on, man.
Yeah, we up out of here, man.
Hey,
Back. Hit that 2-hour power for them niggas.
Ain't no handouts, I did it from the ground up. In the streets, thuggin' hardest where they found us. Got a problem, nigga, watch my troopers mount up. My bitches bang too, and you a lame though. You niggas ain't outside, yeah, we came through. You want your lights up, we put you on the shade.